minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching. We are Team Kopish. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. It's Monday night. First Monday night show after the season is finished. Drift, how are you feeling?
I'm all right, bro.
Looking fresh.
Oh, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Just, bank holiday trim and that.
Yeah, you're looking fresh still. You're looking fresh, bro.
Is my camera blurry? Or is it all right? Is it all right? Yeah. Okay.
A little well lit. You could probably dim it a little bit. But you call.
I ain't even got the light on.
Oh, is it? You say you say you're just glowing, yeah?
I'm just glowing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That bank
Shine away, my
glow,
brother.
bro.
Shine away, man. Look at me trying to dim another brother's shine now. You shine, bro. You shine, man. He's out here glowing. Love it.
I thought my camera looked a bit blurry, but yeah, I'm good, man.
You're good, unless someone else has got any comments in the community. But no, you all look all good to me. On the topic, on the agenda topics today, Fabio Carvalho and the news that's been going around. I don't know if people have seen stuff on social media. Adrian, it looks like we'll be getting a new contract. We have no interest apparently in Ugarte, and he looks like he'll be moving to Chelsea, and going to do a summary of a few players this season and see where we potentially go next season. So no other place to start but with Carvalho. It's been quite vocal on social media today. A few jabs and comments. News broke earlier on today that it seems as though a club has actually bid for him. An unnamed Champions League club has bid for him for a permanent move. Apparently, he's pushing for a permanent move as opposed to a loan deal. I think the club would like to do a loan deal as opposed to a permanent move. Drift, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to go permanently, but remember I did say I think he'll leave. I thought it'd be on loan, but I have a little theory on this though, based on something I was someone was saying something to me, and I was seeing a few things online about it. And I kind of thought, you know what, they do have a point. I think when you look at the situation with Carvalho and maybe one or two other players who we've had in the past where Klopp doesn't really seem to fancy the player. So you can get like Minamino as an example.
Origi.
No, because Origi was already here, remember? I mean, like people who've been bought like under, like people who've been bought under his tenure. Shaqiri, Tsimikas, Carvalho. The theory I saw, which I think could be true, is these players are all, obviously he will say yeah to these players because he gets final say, but a lot of these players were probably bought under data analysis, and all of the stats and everything was put together, because that's basically what we do for the majority of the time. Even the ones who've been successful, the Manes and all that, we still did data analysis on the players and felt like that was how they would fit in. Maybe the players who we think should be playing but don't get played much, once he got them in, he just don't fancy them. and it was like the player was only bought because of the data, and then he's kind of like, yeah, once I've seen you in training, you're not really my type of player. And then that's why they don't really get that much game time, because maybe they don't impress him in training. I think a lot of the time we do forget as fans and as viewers, training is a big part of why players get played and why managers normally do what they do. They prefer people who listen to their instructions more, people who they think understand what they want to do, people who, you know what I mean? Like, and normally you'll always hear a manager say like, oh, he earned the right to play. Maybe the players that don't play very often, they're just not that great in training, or they don't impress him. Like what he sees of them, he's not really that fond of. Maybe that's what happened with Carvalho this season. It's not that he's a bad player. Maybe he just thought, yeah, all right, I'll take him. 6 mil, whatever. It looks a good player. And then once he's got him in the flesh, he's like, no, I'm not really keen on you. I don't know. It's just, it's a theory that could ring true, why there are some players that just don't get game time.
Here's the thing. I disagree, but I know this is, and this isn't even at you, Drift. I know it's going to, like, whenever me and you disagree, everyone seems to think we either hate each other or we just disagree for the sake of it. And so I'm very mindful of when I disagree and when I don't disagree. The reason I disagree on this, though, is because I think players nowadays it's so easy to watch a player and to scout a player as opposed to back in the day. So I don't buy that one in terms of it's just being data analysis. You can watch players
but can he? Does he have the time to watch players?
Of course he does, bro. Of course
not really. Not when you're playing every 3 days and you're constantly just
time.
preparing.
He absolutely has time, bro. Because what's meant to happen is the scouts or whoever go out and source a player, they're meant to come back with a dossier of everything about that player that is necessary for Klopp to know. So you're meant to know about his attitude, how he's behind the scenes, his playing style, what his best positions are, and some footage on him playing. That should be the bare minimum. I could do that. But
you never get the training video of them, though, because you're not allowed to do that.
But for me, if a player is good enough to have all the traits to join Liverpool, then in my opinion, surely you should be able to train that person accordingly, in my humble opinion. And then the reason why I say as well, I don't necessarily buy it, Drift, is because if that is the case, why not let these players leave sooner? And then also as well, the reason we signed Taki Minamino, for example, was because we played against him and he said he wanted him after watching him. And I kind of wanted to go down this rabbit hole, but you've kind of teed me up. I feel as though Klopp doesn't really watch players. And hence why when players play against us, if a player has a great game, he's so quick to want that player. Case in point,
do we know that that's actually real though? We just make assumptions.
No. This is but both of us are making assumptions. That's why I said I think. But the reason I say that is because if you look at Taki Minamino, for example, you look at Darwin Núñez, they both had great games against us while we were at the peak of our powers. So again, I'm just presuming, but Klopp's probably looking at this going, well, my team is top 2, top 3 in the world. This player just come and giving us hella problems. If they're doing that to us in that team, imagine when they join our team, how good they'll be. Which, again, logically, I get where he's coming from. But to me, is that scouting enough? Is that doing enough to know whether they're going to integrate and all this stuff? So I don't know. I think it swings and roundabouts, but I don't buy the notion that we chased Carvalho from January.
No, but like I said, and I'm not even saying that this is facts. I'm just saying the theory kind of like made sense to me when I heard it, because the majority of the players we buy do get played, and he does like them, but you just get the odd one that you'd be like, I wonder why he don't get no game time.
Well, what do the 3 players have in common? What are their best positions?
Who? Tsimikas, Carvalho, and...
Oh, no, Tsimikas is a different sort of treatment. I don't get what's going on there, I'll be honest.
But maybe he doesn't train well. That's what I mean. Like, maybe Tsimikas don't train well, and that's the reason why Klopp
wouldn't have him. Klopp wouldn't have him if he didn't train well. That is one of the staples of Klopp. You
Well,
have to.
when I say train well, I don't mean he's on some Balotelli flex. I just mean maybe like he doesn't ever really force his way into the manager's thoughts, if you get what I mean. Like he's not crap at it or anything, but like after training, Klopp never comes out going, "Oh, do you know what? Simi was on it today. Let me play him at the weekend." That's what I mean. It's just, I'm not even saying it's a fact. I'm just saying it's a
No, of
theory.
course. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying to make
we're
sense
both
of it. You
assuming
get what
here.
I'm
We're
saying?
both
Like,
assuming. But here's the thing, though, Drift. If a player plays well on the pitch, and I use Simic as an example, not this season, last season, where at the beginning of the season, Robbo got injured. Simicast came in, and we all agreed was brilliant in what was it, 3 or 4 games before Robbo came back. And as soon as Robbo came back from injury, he was straight back in the team. Now, for me, the only position that should happen is with your goalkeeper. And even then, there's an argument to say, well, form, if your goalkeeper is a good goalkeeper and they're on form, maybe you should keep them in goal. But for me, if you're an outfield player and you put in 3-4 great performances, and then someone just come back from injury and they take your place straight away, and you know that player's rusty as well, it doesn't look good to me. And where I go back to Carvalho, Minamino, and Shaqiri, the common denominator for me with those 3 players are their best position is either a 10 or as a second striker, a position that we don't occupy or use at Liverpool. Hence why I thought it was a bit of a weird signing when we signed Carvalho or we're chasing him. Hence why I kept on saying to you and Matt, I don't expect to see him in a 10. I expect to see him as a backup to Diaz. We didn't even see either. And if for me, unless you're going to start playing with a 10, which for me it was right there. When you got Nunes, for me, it's you play with a 10 now, whether it be Firmino, whether it be Jones, Carvalho, Elliott. You play with a 10, get someone close to Nunes so he can play off that person and get the best out of him. When we signed Carvalho and Nunes, I thought, yeah, by the end of the season, surely that's a combination we're going to see. We've got to see a lot of, because it just makes sense, right? At Fulham, he was a goal scoring number 10. Nunes is an out-and-out striker. But we just didn't see it. So I look at it and I think Carvalho's probably sat there for, I've wasted a season of my career potentially. Klopp probably doesn't really rate me like that. So what's the point of me even going out on loan? Like, I might as well just go. And I kind of get, and the frustration for me from this is other young players going to potentially look at this and go, look how he's treated Carvalho. I don't know if I really want to go there. It's a risk for my career.
The reason why I don't think that is because all managers do it. I think we're putting it under the microscope because it's our club and we just had a bad season. Every manager does it. There are players that you could go through, like, like silly things like, why is it that every time a manager goes to Man United, for example, for some reason they always play Fred and McTominay when it's clearly obvious to everyone else that they don't look good enough. Like, there's always just something that will be a weird thing that will happen at a club and you'll be like, well, why is that?
Ten Hag hasn't. Ten Hag don't really play them too.
No, but he's played both of them a lot, though. Considering that they're both not really meant to be that good, he has played them a lot this season.
You reckon, bro? I mean, Eriksen, Casemiro, and Bruno haven't they been the mainstays? I might be wrong here.
No, but it'll bring them on, or like
really
they'll still play. It's not like they just. Maguire is the only one that he came in and made it obvious. I don't like you. You're not playing. Everybody else, he's kind of still played.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit like, and I'm just saying, every manager, I think if you go through every manager, they'll have that one player that for some reason will get like more love, or they'll have a player that just don't seem to play. And I just think that's football. I think all managers do that. Like, you know what I mean? I think maybe we're just putting it under the microscope just because we're thinking, what's going on with this player that we just bought? But I think all managers do it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just football, to be honest. I don't think young players will be bothered either. Like, he might be upset and annoyed he didn't get to play as much football as he wanted to this year, but no young player goes to Liverpool and thinks that it was a mistake. They don't, because he'll still be happy that he got the experience. You know what? If he's got to move on, he's got to move on. But he could say, "Rah, I played for Liverpool. Like, I had an opportunity, it didn't work out, but I took a jump from a reasonably average club in Fulham, without disrespect, and I jumped to an elite club like Liverpool. Like, I got to try a thing, in it. Didn't work. Boom, I go somewhere else." I don't think he'll regret it.
But if you're Carvalho, surely you must just be you must want out.
Not
He must.
necessarily, you know. Sometimes players are all right and they understand and they buy their time and they're professional. Not everybody gets impatient and angry and bitter. And do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not saying he'll be impatient, angry, or bitter, but he must be looking at it, think. And again, no disrespect to Elliot, no disrespect to Jones, but in his mind, he probably looks at them and goes, "I'm more proven at a level over a longer period than you guys are." Like I've got a full season under my belt in the championship where I lit up the championship, helped the team to get promoted. His team actively chased me from January to the summer. I get here, I score a winner against Newcastle, the first team to beat Newcastle, one of the only teams to beat Newcastle for the majority of the season. I have a game against Everton where I'm played in midfield when we're going for our worst patch as a team. I think he got injured in that game. Then after that, plays against Man City in the Carabao Cup, scores in that game, gets hooked, and then we just don't see him again. No matter what the score is in the game, we don't see Carvalho. Yesterday for me would have been the last straw. If I'm him, I'm sitting there thinking, cool, last game of the season, nothing to play for. Okay, that person's coming on, that person's coming on, that person's coming on. Oh, he's got one more sub left. Cool, that must be me. Maybe in about 5-10 minutes. Nothing.
I can understand his frustration.
Like, oh, sorry, this, but Real Madrid away from home. I got like 10-15 seconds, bro.
Yeah, no, that was a bad.
Like, from the human side, Drift, he probably sitting there thinking there is 0 point in me sticking around if the manager doesn't rate me, and the manager's making
I agree. I agree. But again, it's one of them ones where it's like sometimes shit happens, man. Unfortunate. Wish you luck. Like, I don't think Carvalho. I think he's a talented young player, but I don't think he's somebody to get upset about if he leaves. It's just a shame we didn't get to see more of him. But you know what I mean. He's not better than Elliot, in my opinion, and we don't think Elliot's good enough. So, and even if he's on the same level as Elliot, we don't think Elliot's good enough. So, is Carvalho good enough? Not right now, I don't think. No.
It's hard to say whether he's better than Elliot or not, though, Drift, because
I don't think he's a more talented footballer. Whether he might be more effective or whatever, talent-wise, I don't think he's more talented than Elliot. Elliot is an extremely talented footballer.
Oh, I don't know, Drift. If you're looking at all the attributes and stuff, I think he's got more pace than Elliot. I think he's better at dribbling. I think he's a better finisher than Elliot.
Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't agree with that. I think
you don't think he's better at dribbling than Elliot?
It depends what kind of dribbling you're talking about. If you're talking about ball retention, no. If you're talking about taking people on, yes. I think he's better at taking people on. I don't think he's got better ball retention than Elliot, though. Elliot's got better ball retention. So it depends what kind of dribbling you're talking about. I'm not even trying
to like play silly buggers here. But bro, there must have been something in him where you and Matt were saying, I see a Coutinho-esque type of player in him, though. There must have been something.
Taking people on.
But Coutinho is an elite dribbler, bro.
Yeah, no, but remember, I've said I don't think he's anyone his level. I said he just reminds me of him in his playing style. Not like I actually think he's as good as him. But again, that was YouTube. Because I didn't watch him week in, week out.
No, but bro, we even spoke to Jike, big up Jike as well, from GRM Daily and Jay Dapper as well. We spoke to both of them. And they both watched him week.
But I don't think they said he was like Coutinho, did they?
No, they didn't say he's like Coutinho, but they said he's absolutely brilliant. They said he's better than Harvey. Like they said he's better than Harvey was at his age. Better than Harvey. But they had no reason to lie. They were losing him.
No, I'm not even saying. I'm not even saying they're lying.
Jay works at Fulham, but he's a Liverpool fan. So
yeah, I'm not saying they're lying. I've just watched both of them, and I believe that Elliot is a more talented. Like I think he's more skillful. I think he's got a better touch. And I think he's got better ball retention. I think Carvalho's better at taking people on. Finishing, I don't know, because Elliot in the youth team was scoring 3-4 goals a game. Like I think in Liverpool, maybe we haven't seen his
He
finishing.
weren't, bro. That was Jones.
Bro,
doing that.
I've watched not Liverpool's. I mean, like when he was playing like unders and Fulham, and I've watched interviews with him, and they were talking about it. And like he used to just score like 2, 3, 4 goals for fun a game. Like he was a very prolific goal scorer in like youth football.
In the youth's different though, bro.
No, but if you either have it or you don't, though. You know what I mean? Like it's not one of them ones. You can't be rubbish at finishing but be scoring hat tricks. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be a good finisher to be like no matter what level of football you're playing.
Youth is different, no Drift. Like you'll see the levels in goalkeepers, bro. I think you have to. It's like when.
But you're playing with people your age still, though. So if you're a good finisher for your age, you're a good finisher. You can't be compared to like a 25-year-old if you're 16.
No, I hear that. But it's like the argument I had about Patson Daka, for example. Everyone was saying, look at Patson Daka's stats, but I kept on saying, look at his actual goals. If you actually look at the goals he scored, a lot of them should have been saved by the goalkeeper had the goalkeeper have been of a higher level. That's why it's very difficult to just look at goals and say someone's a great finisher. And you also have to look at Carvalho. Carvalho was doing it in a championship. Elliot was doing it at youth team level. Even Elliot in the championship, though, I will say, when he was at Blackburn, he was sick for Blackburn. Like, let's make no two ways about it. He's excellent for Blackburn. I just think Carvalho did more for Fulham.
How many goals did Carvalho actually? How much goals did he actually get?
I think he got double figures for Fulham in his last season.
I mean, I guess it's give or take. Even if you just put them both on the same level, the point I was making is Elliot isn't good enough right now. So therefore, that means Carvalho is not good enough either.
Again, it's difficult. I'll tell you why it's difficult to say that, just because Carvalho is a 10, Elliot's playing as a centre midfielder. So they might be on the same level, or one might be slightly higher than the other in terms of talent and all that. But one in one position might be way better than another in another position. So I do think.
But aren't they both the same position naturally? Because Elliot is a 10 naturally. He's not really an 8. We've molded him into an 8. He is naturally a 10.
I'd say Elliot's more of a creative 10. Carvalho's more of a goal scoring 10. So they're
but I mean, 10. They play the same position though. That's what I mean. Like they both play, and if they were ideally playing where they wanted to play, they'd both probably be a support striker or an attacking midfielder, right? That would be where both of them would ask to play centrally. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So I just think it's kind of maybe.
You could argue Elliot's more of a winger. We just play him there because he hasn't got that blistering pace that we kind of need from our winger, or that trickery we need from our winger.
He's definitely not more of a winger than Carvalho. We're talking about pace because pace is a better thing for a winger. So technically, that would make Carvalho better at being a winger. Do you get what I mean? Really?
No, not necessarily, because Yaya Toure had pace for days, but you never play Yaya out on the wing. Like
no, but he didn't have acceleration in that way. Like wingers normally have to have that, like boom, they're just, you know what I mean?
Ask Fabian Delph if Toure had acceleration, bro.
Not winger acceleration. He was a tugboat. Once he got going, he was gone. But he wasn't like a 0 to 60.
Still. He kind of had both still.
He
was a Range Rover, bro.
Yaya wasn't like.
He wasn't human. He wasn't human.
He was quick, but he wasn't like a. I wouldn't say Carvalho or Elliot either of them really should play wing. Really,
none of them should. But I did say this at the beginning of the season, like we are not going to play with a 10. Carvalho is going to be Diaz's understudy, and even when Diaz got injured, he still went with Nunes there. And then when Nunes wasn't playing, he'd go with Ox or Jota. So for me, you either thought you were going to play with a 10 and then changed your mind. If that's the case, then Carvalho becomes redundant, or you thought, let's get him in and we'll flip him in 12 months for more of a fee. Because what do we pay? Something like 7 mil for him?
Yeah.
We'll get more than 7 mil for him.
I still think it's a mistake to not just let him go out on loan. I still think it would. I mean, it could be his decision. You're right. He might be the one who wants to go on loan. But I personally think, considering he's still got 4 years left in his deal, he's only 19. Which I think also factors into why Klopp treated him the way he did. Because I think Klopp would do what a lot of people do. Go, you're young, you got time on your hands. Like, it's not as big of a deal for you to bide your time as it is for an older player. But I think it would be better to let him go on loan. But, you know, we got a budget, right? And if we got to try and make enough money to be able to do what we need to do, then maybe, you know, like you said, if someone offers us 15 million, it's double what we pay. Maybe we'll take it because we need money for the budget. I don't know.
It's difficult to say. Matt, your thoughts on Carvalho, because you were probably his biggest fan out of all of us when we signed him and probably knew the most about him when we signed him. What's your thoughts about how this is unraveling? And do you think he'll leave on a free? Not on a free. Do you think he'll leave for a fee or on loan?
Big at everyone
Matt,
as well.
Sir, before you chat, man, I just want to say, because I see a lot of people just love say stuff. Having a discussion and trying to think of reasons why something might be happening are not excuses. Can everybody like just grow up a bit? If you can't have a discussion about something, then there's no point in doing this, right? Like everyone goes, oh, you're just making an excuse. Like I could say right now, you know what? Maybe Matt was da-da-da-da-da because da-da-da, and then that's maybe why like he came in 5 minutes later. Never go, are you just making excuses for man? No, I'm just giving you the reasons why he might have been. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why is everything an excuse? Everybody always says everything is an excuse. It's like having a discussion about why something might be happening, and if you have a theory behind it, it's not making an excuse. Everyone's just so angry. Everybody just wants to just hear what they want to hear. Like, if you don't say what somebody wants to hear, you're just making excuses. Like, come on, man. Grow up, man. But anyway, yeah, sorry, Matt, go on.
Yeah, no. So firstly, big at everyone in the chat. Secondly, I know a lot of people are already quoting what I said, and that is true. I did say he will be the surprise of the season. I genuinely thought Fabio Carvalho will be an amazing signing for us. And I remember saying in January, we will be hoping that he's a mainstay and that he'll make himself to the point indispensable to our squad, innit? My word, has it all gone wrong? First things first, I think we haven't utilized him correctly. We haven't given him enough chances. I think it's been mismanagement, but also maybe some of the performances have been a little bit iffy. But I do think there's other players that have been given a little bit more time than him. Players that, Drift, you like to say that, but I know we joke about say back pain stuff, but they've done more for Liverpool so far, like your Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones, in it. But I think when you look at the Carvalho side, and it's a weird one for us when you look at it now, because that's to answer Cal's question, I think he is going to go. I'm not too sure whether it's a loan or permanent, but because I'm hearing two things. I'm hearing Liverpool don't want to sell him on a permanent and are willing to sanction a loan, but the player wants a permanent because he kind of just wants, you know, a new start. Like, do you know what I mean? Which is understandable. This is the bit that really baffles me. We could have left him at Fulham. We don't play a 10. So what was the plan to begin with? Was you going to mold him into midfielder? If he was, did you give him enough chances? Not only that, he's young. It's going to take time. It happens with all of our youngsters that are, you know, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. They go through ups and downs. I'm quite surprised that it's been a season and already it looks like he is going to leave. Bro, if I'm not mistaken, to go and get Carvalho, we had to go through the whole
arbitration.
Thingy. Yeah, court of arbitration, all them things there. So it's like, I don't understand why.
Sorry.
What happened?
No, I've just seen out the corner of my eye that Robbie's trying to take Stevie's food. He's seen me see him, so he's taking the food and run out the front room.
Bro, kids will be kids. I was just dealing with
sorry, I was really unprofessional. Apologies.
Yeah, no. Come on, bro. It's calm. I was dealing with my lot a minute ago.
Food is life, isn't it?
I can't believe that.
Shout out the man them.
When Stevie catches him,
it's a problem still. It's a problem because he's bigger than him. He knows what time it is.
He knows
it's like John Jones cornering in Adesanya or something. You know, one of them ones. Adesanya can fight, but you know if you take man down, it's a problem. Yeah. But
it's gonna be long for Robbie.
But no, all I was gonna say is this: I think when you look at it as a whole, guys, I think it's not even about the fee. It's more about we wasted our time just as much of his time, and I think it's unfair because he is a talent, and I think wherever he does go, he will shine. The bit, like I said, that really baffles me, though, people, is that he was seen as a 10. He was a 10 at Fulham, and it's like if you were never going to play the 10, why get him? But then if you're going to mold into a midfielder, why not give him the chance to mold him into midfielder? Like how we've done with Harvey Elliott and even and Curtis Jones, both who are by right kind of 10s, but we've molded them into 8s. Why did we not give him that opportunity? I don't know. Do I think he's going to be sold? Probably, yeah. I think he's pushing for the move, and it remains to be seen what happens. But I think for me, it's just I'm really annoyed because I think he's a talent. You know, I genuinely think he's a serious talent. And wherever he goes, I could be wrong. I think he will flourish.
Quick one, guys. Seeing how the season's panned out, was our last summer transfer window the worst under Klopp's reign?
Yeah, it was.
No, that depends which way you look at it. Like
No one was a
didn't-
hit though, Drift.
we
if
didn't
that makes
get-
sense.
Yeah, but I don't think that makes it like if you think about a few of the
No,
other windows.
I'm
where
not
we
saying the I'm not saying the play.
Mm.
I'm not talking about the players we brought in, but here's the window:
Yeah.
Carvalho, Ramsey, Nunes, and Artur.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah, but
Nunes
it's a better window than Elliot, Adrian, and Sepp Vandenberg. That was a terrible window.
Okay, do you know what? That's the worst.
In fact, that was a diabolical
No.
window.
All right, I'm cheating it. Take out that one because we literally done no business.
None, again. So not even.
How we gonna eliminate the worst transfer window?
No,
We didn't do nothing. We just stood there and went like this
Playing devil's advocate.
for the whole window.
Playing devil's advocate, though.
Yeah.
Adrian helped us win the Super Cup and was good at the beginning of the season until Alisson came back. And Harvey is what Harvey is. It's between that one and the one just gone. I'm real with you.
It was still a terrible window.
No, I'm not, brother. It wasn't a good window. It was a really bad window.
Nah, do you know what? All right, so just
the
right.
money spent in the last window we've just done, like we barely spent any money that window. This window, that summer window, we spent, and you think of the players we lost as well.
I think the amount of money you spend is inclusive in the decision on whether it's a bad window or not, though. Like, that is why it was a bad window, because we were tight and we didn't even spend any money.
It's probably that one.
That goes into why it was a bad window.
But this one, but the problem is, though, this one's
a lot
next.
of money, and we didn't do well from the window. So they're both as bad as each other, just in a different
This one's
way.
next. They're different for different reasons, but I think I agree with this one. The one where we just got Adrian, Sepp Vandenberg, and thing, that's the worst one. Because remember, we won a Champions League, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And then we went from winning Champions League to doing that. And we just all sat there and we just laughed. We genuinely laughed.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Adrian did lose us the game against Atletico Madrid.
That is true. That is true.
So he took away how good he did in one game by messing up.
Yeah. So that just right. That one is the worst.
Actually, no, that's unfair. He won us a trophy. You can't really take trophies away. You can't, even though what he done against Atletico was absolutely shocking.
Yeah,
he did win us.
He did win us the
you can't
he
really take a trophy away. So that's a bit unfair.
But the one that we've just had, though, I hate to say it, that goes kind of next, though. Like, I know that wasn't the question, and I'm altering it, but that one does go next, if we're being honest.
Yeah. It goes,
which is not good because Klopp's been in for how many seasons now? He came in 2015.
Was he 6 summers? Is it?
We had 2016.
Is it 7 summers? Is it 6 summers or 7 summers?
So 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes, 7 summers. This is 8th summer now.
No, but can you count the first year he was here because it wasn't a summer?
Yeah, because he joined in the October, and then
he joined in October.
The end of that season, we got Mane, Wijnaldum.
Yeah. That's summer 2016. Drift, he's starting from.
Did Klopp join in 2015?
Yeah. 2015. Remember? Do you remember?
But he's been here for 7.5 years. Hold on. Oh
yeah, 2015, bro. 2015. Yeah, time flies. I'm saying 2015.
Bloody hell, yeah,
mad,
you're right.
It?
Shit. Because 2015 just sounds so long ago, but then when you actually, it was 7.5, yeah.
But to go to Carl's point, it's not the worst window, but it's a window that we will always look back on and go, for a team that was going for a quad, for a team that won a double, we didn't do enough in the window. And
are we talking about only summers? Because remember, there's windows in January.
Just summer.
Yeah, summer.
January was Gakpo, and Gakpo's doing.
No, because I was going to say, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst window we've ever had was Kabak and.
Yeah. That one.
I'm trying to get to a better place, bro, because
I will never
oh
forget
my
that. There's
days.
one video anyway, but
Kabak and Ben Davis.
it
Oh
was the
my
Kabak
days.
one where Kabak was running.
What the
Fam.
hell was that all about?
But
he's not centre back.
he even made a tune for man, you know.
It's a shame he weren't a hit because that was a banging little
That
anthem
tune,
he
hey,
made.
it would have been the one.
We ended
but
up doing that in like a members video, just randomly, innit?
Random.
Yeah, we're vibing,
random.
and then we just
And
that's
then we
when you
just
made
went,
that's when that's when the best hits are made, bro. Where you just vibes it, you know. What I
Our
mean?
vibes was going on, but yeah, no, this one is next though. This one's the next one, and do you know what that says? That says a lot about where we are at the moment, and that's not good. The fact that we can look at this window just gone in the summer and go, this one was that bad, and we never kicked on. It's not good. We really got hope for this next one now. We have to.
Right. Speaking of someone else on the agenda, Adrian is apparently getting a brand new contract. I'll just go first on this. Just rip the band-aid off. I'm not happy about this, not because I want a world-class third choice goalkeeper. I know that's not going to happen. But this whole narrative over the last year or so has been Liverpool are struggling with homegrown players, homegrown players that. We had an opportunity to let a player leave and fill that spot with a homegrown player. An easy spot to fill for a homegrown player. And we haven't done that. We are the only club, if I'm not mistaken, to renew Adrian's contract in his career, and we've renewed it twice.
Yep, we are, yeah.
I know people sit there and go,
I know exactly what Matt is thinking.
It's where me and Drift were. Listen, when we found out the news the first time we signed, man, it was mad.
And look, I
That
know
is legendary.
I know people will sit there and go, yeah, he's good for the dressing room vibes and all this. But I'll keep on saying it. You can buy top quality players who are good for the dressing room vibe as well. If you are just keeping players based on vibes, I am very, very worried. For me, that makes little to no sense.
Can I throw a crazy spanner?
I don't think it's vibes.
Can I throw a crazy spanner that you lot are going to be like, what's Matt on?
This
Even though the news has shocked me that he's like, I think there's an extension. This is gonna sound mad. I think because we've got so many other issues, yeah. I'm not as bothered as I thought I would be. So I'm bothered, but I'm not bothered to the point where like man's riling up and like I'm getting angry. Like I'm bothered, but I'm not bothered, like, because we got bigger fish to fry rather than Adrian, if you get what I mean. Like we've got midfielders, centre backs.
Don't use that saying anymore, bro. Not after the way Robbie got slewed for it.
What saying?
The bigger fish to fry, bro. Robbie's being slewed for that, bro.
I can have
Don't use that.
They got the Don. But you get what I mean, though. It's more of a case of I'm annoyed. Don't get me wrong, I'm annoyed because he shouldn't be there. But I'm not as vexed as like before, if that makes sense. I don't know, like.
Here's the thing.
Like I'm annoyed, but like I'm not like.
This
I'm not
ain't
going crazy. Like it's a
this
bad
ain't a shot.
look.
This
he's
ain't a shot.
he's on 58k a week.
Is he?
this
I'm not gonna lie, fam.
You see,
didn't
like
know
what you
that
said
still.
about the
I thought it was 20 or something.
No, I think his first contract was only like 20 or something, and then they gave him more in his second one. But you see what you were saying, Cal, about like if you look at the homegrown situation, it would have been better to bring in a homegrown goalkeeper and let him go, so you can use that for part of the homegrown. What you got to remember as well, though, bro, is if you don't register the homegrown player, you just don't get the place in the squad, right? Yeah. So say you only have 7 homegrown players, you'd have a 24-man squad instead of a 25-man squad. That's how it works. It's not like the punishment is like you can't register your squad or something mad. So it's like it's real. It's just you get less players in your squad. I don't think it matters whether the third choice goalkeeper is homegrown, bro. I don't. Genuinely. Like, I think if you're going to bring in homegrown players, make it be a player who's actually good enough to be in the team. Otherwise, what difference does it make? If he's a 25th member of the squad, but he's crap and he's never going to play, who cares if he's homegrown?
I tell you why, Drift, because now it forces us to actually go in the market for a homegrown player when we didn't have to. So here's the example.
But
Let's
is
say,
it not
for
the
example-
same thing?
Hold on,
No,
I just realized. Sorry, guys.
A 24-man squad with 7 homegrown players or a 25-man squad with a pointless homegrown player is exactly the same, bro.
It's not, Drift. And the reason I say that, say, for example, you've got player A who is exactly as good as player B. Player A is homegrown and player B is not. You're now going to have to go for player A instead of player B, but player A is going to cost you more than player B, which takes out money out of the budget, which takes money out of the salary. So if you are able to fill out players who are homegrown throughout the squad in areas where, yes, it might help, but in other areas where it might not matter as much, then it helps you in the long run because you're allowed to be more flexible. Right now, we are not able to have we're not able to be flexible in the squad. So you see when we go back and forth about Fabinho being in the squad next season, even if we get a new DM, things like that make it more tricky because you have to turn around and look at the squad numbers and go, we can't now get a DM unless we sell a Fabinho. Hence why I've been saying we need to sell a Fabinho, because unless you're going to get a homegrown, and this is why I say it's so important to keep a Kelleher as well, because these homegrown players are kind of worth their weight in gold to an extent. So if you've already got them, keep them if they're good enough, obviously. But Adrian is very replaceable. It's not like I'm saying to you,
no, he is.
Replace Virgil,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
example, a homegrown player. Adrian, you could have just let his contract run out and got a homegrown third choice goalkeeper. Like that was an easy one.
What about us?
But he is a good third choice goalkeeper. I know we bantered him a lot, and I know there's been a lot of times when he's let us down.
Bro, he looks always
as far as a
unstable,
third choice. No, because let's be honest. And you know, I was the big. I hated Adrian.
No, but you know what fair enough about Adrian? Just quickly. You know when it's gonna sound crazy. You know when the ball's going from side to side, there's a lot of fast movement. Have you noticed Adrian struggles to keep up where things are? Does that make sense?
I mean, I haven't paid attention.
Bro, there was one game. Do you remember?
But how many times in the last 2 years has he let us down?
No.
He's been decent whenever he has been.
I just thought of something. Do you remember there was a game where someone shot and it hit the crossbar, but Adrian was facing another way?
There's a 7-2 he lost against Aston Villa.
Fam. No, I know, but that was 3 years ago. So what I'm saying is, in the last 2 seasons, I think he's only been called on maybe 2 or 3 times, but he did all right when he came in. So what I'm saying is, I think he's replaceable.
No, I just realized what I just said.
As far as third choice goalkeepers got,
can I take it back?
I don't actually think it's the worst thing in the world.
Can I tell you about what I said?
You can apologize for saying it. You can't take it back.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I apologize to absolutely everybody that's watching this stream. What I said was absolute nonsense because I just remember what he done. You know, because you know what it is with Adrian. What
third choice goalkeepers on 58k?
No one.
Why is Adrian on? Sorry, I'm not being funny. Why is Adrian on 58k?
I don't know why he got a pay increase. I really don't know why.
Forget a pay increase. Why is he on 58k?
No, because 58k is a very average Premier League wage.
Bro, genius.
No, bro. You know you got the London waiting, for example, where if you work in London, you'll get paid a little bit more because you work in London. When you play in the Premier League, there are certain premiums.
You know, we could get someone like Scott Carson or something.
Bro, I'd much rather have Adrian than Scott Carson. But Scott Carson, bro, you'd rather have Scott Carson than Adrian.
What about Joe Hart? Bro. Joe Hart.
No, I'd rather have Adrian. Joe Hart is washed now.
Do you think Joe Hart is more washed than Adrian?
No, here's the thing.
Joe Hart is what?
I ain't seen Joe Hart. I'm asking questions. What about Peter Luger?
The reason I'd go for a Joe Hart over an Adrian is because of the homegrown. I mean, we talk about
maybe that.
We talk about experience and stuff. Like Joe Hart's got way more.
Go and look at Tottenham as a prime example. Yeah, I know everybody would say Ben Foster would be a better third choice goalkeeper than Adrian, right? Genuinely speaking. Go and look at everything that happened once Ben Foster went in goal for Tottenham.
From Hanover 96 time. What about him?
Fraser Forster you're talking about.
Yeah, Fraser Forster. Sir.
Yeah.
Everybody would have said, no, what of Adrian? Brother, have you seen what happened to Tottenham? Got between the
sticks? Third choice though.
You're thinking of a second choice and third choice, bro. If you start Adrian,
I'm just talking about if he might have to play.
No,
Forster is one of the reasons Tottenham was so
you're
bad.
no, you know what it is.
No
You're
way.
forgetting. No, what it is because Adrian hasn't played for so long. You're forgetting what he's like, bro. Listen, I don't want to. You know what it is. You know one thing I've noticed actually. Big up everybody here, because one thing I've noticed is people. Obviously people watch what we say in it, and even some of the players do. Like so. But what I'm gonna say is this: with Adrian,
I've been
in
speaking
my
about Zila for a while.
yeah, with Adrian,
Yeah, I agree with that.
we
I
should have
agree
just
with that.
allowed his contract to go. Big up Adrian, he's done his thing and brought in Zila. Is it Hanover 96? I think he plays for or something, or am I thinking of someone else? Is it him?
Somewhere. Even Danny, I'll be real. Even Danny Ward, I'd take.
I'd take Ward over.
Yeah,
actually.
Ward.
I agree with that.
Ward,
Even
yeah.
though he had a shocking season for Leicester once he became number one, but
like
I would take Ward over him. I agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna lie, 58 grand is a lot, but it's only a lot because we know how our club is run. If you're a Premier League footballer, you should be on 50 grand or up. Come on, let's be honest. If you're a Premier League footballer, you should make more than 50 grand a week because you're just supposed to make what the league you're in represents. Do you get what I'm saying? Or do you look not like I said, London waiting? You work in London, so you just get a little bit extra, even if it's for the exact same job, because it's more expensive to live in London because that's the going rate. In the Premier League, there are kind of like a going rate for what a Premier League footballer. You're at the highest level. Do you get what I mean? So it ain't the worst thing in the world that he's on. It's because we're so tight. Why it's a big.
What's Keller on? 25. Ah, he's on the baby wage, isn't it?
But Kelleher's still.
He's on the baby wage. No, he's on the baby wage. That means he's on about.
Only 15
nah. He's on about 17 or something.
He's on 10.
Okay, but that means he's still on a youth. That's what I'm saying.
He's second choice, bro.
He's not on a youth contract, Drift. He signed that must be wrong, fam.
How can he have signed an adult professional contract?
Curtis Jones is on your 15 as well.
No, I think that's wrong.
No, that's why Curtis Jones renewed his contract. Remember? That was the whole reason why we gave Curtis. We gave him a boot. We gave him a pay.
Kelleher can't be on 10 grand, bruv. No. I think that's wrong, you know.
No way can a 23-year-old goalie be on 10 grand. Surely not.
That's a baby wage, fam.
Yeah, bro. 10 grand a week for a Premier League backup goalkeeper. He cannot only be on 10, Cal. No way.
From what I'm seeing here, which seems like it's a pretty reputable website, which is called sporttrack.com or sportrack.com, he's on 10k.
People in the chat,
money,
because we got to keep the show rolling. Have a look at people in the chat. What's Kelleher on? Because we can't spend too much time. But what's he on? Just quickly, is Carl right? Is he 10 grand a week? And
if he's only on 10 grand a week, that's probably why he wants to leave. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't be a number 2 for Liverpool and only make 10 grand a week.
It can't be that. If that is correct, I can't lie, bro. He must want to punch up Adrian.
I don't believe that until I actually get confirmation.
That should be Kelleher's wage, and Adrian should be on the thing.
I can't. Even Elliot and Carvalho and all these young bucks will be on way more than 10 grand a week. He cannot be on
10k. You know, he's on 32.
He can't be on that. Surely. Did you see Imran? It's true though, isn't it, bro? That's what it will be like, bro.
Hey,
if you're on 10 grand a week, yeah, do you know you're not actually even doing well if you're a footballer? Like, you're not even doing well. That's like Division 1. I swear people in Division 1.
Because what it is, people get confused. Obviously, remember, you know, when we say 10 grand a week, some people think footballers get paid weekly. They don't. They get paid monthly. So you got to look at it as he gets 40k for the month, innit? He gets 40k for the month, yeah.
40 grand a month as a Premier League footballer.
Bro, man like Adrian is practically getting 15k compared to Kelleher's 40. That's
got to be wrong. That has to be wrong.
If I'm Kelleher, I'm rolling up into the Access Centre and I'm saying,
he's getting paid like he's back in John Barnes' day.
I'm calling out Adrian on socials, everything. Me and him are having a punch up. Winner takes all.
Jamal saying he's on 35.
Yeah,
I hope he is.
I pray.
MP saying he's on 32. Yeah, he just, bro, there's no way he's on 10, Cal.
I
10.
hope not. I hope not.
10.
I'm just showing you what I saw in it.
10.
You know when I heard 10, what's the first thing I said when I heard 10? That's a baby wage.
Yeah.
Because it is but 10 grand.
That means he only makes 500 grand before tax a year as a Premier League footballer. Nah, that wouldn't run.
And you're playing
That
for
wouldn't
big
run.
bad Liverpool.
Yeah, that wouldn't be running. That wouldn't be running.
You'd like to hope not.
That means he's only that's smooth.
Let's
Yeah,
move on to
no
another
way.
player we've been heavily linked with, but seems as though he's going to go to another team, and that is Manuel Ugarte.
Oh god.
Ugarte, Enzo Fernandez, two players at Liverpool were apparently interested in, two players that our fan base really, really wanted. Both seem like they're going to end up at Chelsea.
Wasting it.
Now, with the Ugarte one, we can't sit here and go, well, he's picked a Champions League team over us. One of two things has happened here. We're not interested in the player because we don't see the need for a DM, or if we do, it's someone else. Or he's chosen Chelsea for other reasons, which is probably money and project. One, do you guys find it concerning that Ugarte was never seen as a primary target, considering he has a buyout clause and he is what we need?
I mean, there's. I think a major part of it will be a South American manager, like wanting to play for a South American manager. Those kind of things do play a part. Pochettino obviously comes in reputation, but he's a South American manager. I don't even know if Ugarte can speak English. So little things like that, I think, do play a part in it. But I do think it's also down to Liverpool not even being interested, which pisses me off. It pisses me off. I wanted Ugarte, so I'm super pissed off.
Yeah, I'm with the latter with what Drift just said. I'm annoyed because I actually think it's more to do with we weren't really interested. I think the links were more coming from Portugal and from his camp, and from what I've read and heard, it's more him wanting to go to Liverpool, but us not really looking for a DM. And then obviously other clubs have looked at that and gone, you know what, he's available. Chelsea, PSG, let's see if we can get him. What worries me is
This
that
is a good point, you know.
I think it's about the buyout because, do you know? No, but okay, I hear that.
52 mil up front for Liverpool is big money.
No, but here I'm gonna say
we paid more than that for Nunes, though.
Yeah, Nunes was
not all up front. We didn't
pay 60 odd for Nunes up front, and then the rest is in add-ons.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure we spread the cost of the Nunes money.
No,
I don't think we just gave them the money. We never give money up front. I doubt very much we did.
Gave about 60 odd up front, if I'm not mistaken, and then the rest is in add-ons.
Very, very surprised.
I don't even think it's money. I just think Liverpool are not like.
Plus, we funded that with the money we got from Mane and other sales. Remember, Cal? We're not selling anyone this summer, so we just don't have 52 mil up front anymore. You know what I mean? Like we sold a couple man last year, so
we paid Canate's release clause, which was 30 odd mil.
36.
30 mil is very easy.
No, but I'm saying we can't turn around and say the club don't pay. Like
no, but big ones. I'm just saying that he had a point. 52 mil all up front for Liverpool, as tight as we are, that's quite a big chunk of money.
But you know what it is, though? I know what you guys are saying. So regardless of funding,
we pay
it's more about
man.
Were we interested, though? Were we interested in the first place, or was it more coming from our side? Like, because here's the thing, we didn't really see. Like, a lot of it was engineered, in my opinion, from Portugal. Like, it's different from McAllister. The McAllister stuff, you could kind of see like this with Ugarte. It was more.
Sorry, Naby was a release fee as well, wasn't it?
No, we gave them a little bit extra.
We gave them extra because we couldn't do the deal up front.
We sweetened it. I think we gave them 8 million more than his release clause.
Like 2 or 4.
No, I think it was 8. You know, G, because I think his release clause was 48 million.
Sorry to cut you guys. Again, I don't know if this is spot on. I'm just going based on what I see in the comments, but apparently the Chelsea deal is not all up front. It's installments.
We're not. If that's
true, then we just weren't. We just weren't interested.
But that's what I was trying to say, though.
If we're not interested in Ugarte,
you know what that means.
If we
What does
can't
that
get
mean?
Ugarte and we can't get Rice,
Yeah.
it has to be Caicedo. If it's not Caicedo,
No, it means
guys,
It means we're shopping in Southampton, Cal.
We're going Lavia, bro.
We're going
I don't-
Lavia.
I
We're
don't think
shopping in
it's that.
Southampton, bro.
Because for me, it makes very little sense spending 50 odd mil on Lavia.
It won't be 50 then. That's
When
what
you
it'll
could've
be. It
spent-
won't be that much. They've got relegated. He might have a relegation clause. You know, one of them ones where like Liverpool knows something no one else that it's only 22 mil on his relegation clause or something like that. Because remember, if you go from Man City to Southampton, you're putting a relegation release.
Can I
clause
be
in your
honest?
contract.
We know Klopp is loyal, even though he tries to say things like he's loyal but not too loyal. Are you telling me Jurgen Klopp is going to turn his back on Fabinho and Henderson in one summer? Because I don't think he does. I think he sees. No, bro.
Don't piss off Callum, Matt. You're just gonna do.
No, bro. Am I not chatting sense? Am I not chatting sense? Am I not chatting sense though? But if he's going to turn his back in one summer,
Poking the bear, bro.
in one summer, do you
my
think Jurgen
days.
Klopp is going to say no Fabinho, no Henderson? Because if he does one of them, it makes sense. But you think he's going to do both?
Man.
Come on, guys. We know what manager we have.
No.
But I hate to.
Please! No!
No, but seriously, I hate to be that guy, bro. I don't want to be that guy. But all jokes aside, no.
I'm in so much pain right now.
I know your stomach is hurt. You might even need peppermint tea and them things. I hear you. You might need to have a hot drink.
Heart is hurting you, man.
Bro.
I don't even drink hot drinks, Matt. So I don't know.
That's why no. But you're gonna have to start with the peppermint tea to soothe the stomach. You know, the ones there. But all I was gonna say is, all jokes like a drift. You understand where I'm coming from? We know the manager is not gonna turn. Like he might, like with one of them maybe, but definitely not two. And it sounds weird, but I don't agree with it. But I just don't see it. There's a difference. I don't see him turning his back on Fabinho and Henderson in one summer and us going to get Ugarte. I would like to think that he would. I'd like to think he would go, you know what, Fabinho? I know, Jeff, you might disagree with this, but he might go, Fabinho, do you know what? I need more. I need someone to cover the ground more. I'm bringing you in, Henderson. I'm going to keep you in there for one other more year. See what else you can do. But I just don't see, bruv, it worries me. No DM. I can't lie.
Guys, all right, here's what we got to do. Here's what we can't do too much.
Shop doors, the doors just
not even have the window open yet. And because a player we like is going to another club, we start jumping to those conclusions. You could be right, Matt, but let's not jump to those conclusions. Like the whole summer is ahead of us.
I'm not jumping, but we can only speculate. That's why we're here, though, bro. We're here to talk.
What I will ask you a quick question, Matt, is because me and Cal spoke about this on the Friday show.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the Liverpool team, and you was only allowed to make one acquisition in midfield, 10, 8, 6. It doesn't matter. You're just only allowed one. Looking at who we have, what position do you actually think would be more important?
I'll go and get Salcedo.
For it to play 6 or 8?
6.
And you would pick 6 over 8 if it was just one position in the whole
Right
team.
now, I used to think it was 8, but hear the madness, hear the method to the madness. If Salcedo
I agrees with you.
Yeah, because if Salcedo can do the magic,
No. Forget Salcedo, just the position. Don't put the player in the position.
No, but I'm telling you why. But
the position.
I hear you. I'm going Salcedo in the 6. The 6. You know why?
But you done it again. You said the player, bro. Forget the player. Just
all right,
the
in the
position.
6. You know why? Because we can't stop the bleeding. Did you remember when you messaged us last night? Yeah, I was like, I saw the game.
We are Ronda Rousey on our tiptoes, Drew.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Look, I don't even think
we're lit up
on the sideline and shouting head movement.
We're getting lit up. We're getting lit up.
No, Matt, this is the reason why I disagreed with Cal. I don't think anything you're saying is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think anything you're saying is wrong. But if I look at the squad, and I look at the fact that Bajcetic, God's willing, gets over his injury, is an extremely young, promising, brilliant.
He's more 8 than 6, though.
No. He's a 6, bro.
No,
Besetic is
I'm
a
not
6.
sure, you know.
And then you've got the fact that you are hoping that there is a possibility that Flacco could overcome it. But then in the 8 position, you're looking at the fact that we only have an injury-prone Thiago, Henderson, and Jones.
Trent.
I actually believe that an 8. No, but then you need a right back, which causes another issue. Let's just
Bro.
talk about the issue at hand. Like you're just allowed to buy
we
one
need the
midfielder.
6. We can't stop the bleeding. We're
I
bleeding.
believe an 8 is more important than a 6 based on
Bro,
the people in the
6
team
is
at the moment.
imperative. You know what? I used to think
Gakpo
that.
and Elliot as well.
I was on your wave.
Have any of those people what you lot want to see in the 8 though?
Bro.
Come on, let's keep it apart. No one don't want to see none of
Did you
these
see one of the
players
goals
playing 8.
yesterday?
Flacco and Henderson in the 6th, Drift. No
But
one-
Besetic in the 6 is okay though, right? If Besetic actually gets over the injury, Besetic in the 6 can run.
Bro, we're dashing Besetic backing up the injury he just had.
He's
He's
more
not-
capable or just as capable as a Carvalho.
He's
And
had a
coming into the-
stress injury.
Yeah,
Stress.
Yeah,
and
but
he's just
young,
entered.
man. He's young. He'll get
No,
over
I
it.
can have a stress injury.
Alright,
You
forget
just
about
got
it.
into the first team.
Forget about the injury. So I'm not even mugging off when I say this. You both know how highly I rate Besetic. You
Exactly.
both know how highly I rate.
Yeah.
Do you remember the game he played against Manchester City?
Yes.
The only bad game he had though, Cal.
Probably against the only great team he played, or the only.
But
very
didn't
good
he
team.
redeem himself, if I'm not mistaken, when we played against Real? Was it Real Madrid? There was a big team we played, and he redeemed himself.
Bro, he struggled against Real Madrid.
Real Madrid struggled, remember?
What was that? What was a
got
big
yellow
game he
as well.
played in after the Man City game, and then he redeemed himself? It was only a few games afterwards,
Drift.
and he redeemed himself, and we realized
miss-
it was just a one-off bad game.
Do you believe in Curtis Jones? You do now. You're like, you believe in him. And this ain't a trick, by the way. You believe in Curtis. You're
I
like,
still believe Curtis should be a squad player, but of course,
This is my point. That's my
there's some-
point with Besetic.
but there's something there. Besetic, we know he's got talent. There's something there. Trent, we know we all feel like he can do the number 18. Yeah. When you look at the 6, and obviously we got Thiago, but we know Thiago will be injury prone. When you look at the 6 Drift, yeah, let me say this to you again. You are relying. Remember, we was talking about hope. You're hoping Fabinho can recover his athleticism overnight, which is not going to happen. And we know Henderson already athletically is already kind of like past his prime. And the way how we play football and what we would like to do to the opponent, is the DM needs to track those runners and cut out the supply. If you get B, we need you to make that recovery. You see, like,
Which
even when
Besetic was
Genie...
doing.
But bro, you see, for Fabio Henderson, neither of them they can't do that at the highest level anymore. And remember, we still want to go back to being the best. And the problem is that
I hear you.
those players, if they're going to be kept, are more supplementary. They're not primarily prime players, are they? They're not anymore. That's why you need to go and get a prime DM. You see Ugarte, yeah, he's a little bit rash, but I can't lie though, bro. He's willing to put out any fire. From what I've seen,
I'm not even saying what you lot are
we
saying
need
is
the
wrong.
safety net back.
I'm just giving you the reason why I believe an 8 would be more important, because if we go with you lot's thing, and we did get like Ugarte, for example, let's say that's what we did do, and we got him and he was sitting there in that 6. With the unreliability of Thiago, as brilliant as he is, and I still want him to be in the team, we're talking about like starting 11. He's going to be injured a lot, right? So you're talking about no, because that means you got to go and buy a right back. So just based on what we're saying,
but we need a right back anyway. You just talked about one position,
based on the midfielders we have currently, using Trent as a right back, which he is, until he's a full-time midfielder, we can't use him in midfield. He's a right back. We've only got Jones, Henderson, and Thiago as 8s. And you lot know for a damn fact that they ain't nowhere near enough as the 8s. Even if it was Thiago and Jones, that means Jones is literally starting lineup week in, week out. Every week.
That's not good enough. I know that.
So there's no way that you can convince me
but you're
that
forgetting...
even though what you're saying about the 6s, right?
Yeah.
That it would not be a better risk to have Besetic in that position and Flacco coming in if need be and buy a proper 8 so that we are not relying on Jones and Henderson for a whole season.
But who's more of a liability in that team? Would you say the 6 or the 8?
I don't think Besetic is a liability. Or
No.
Jones. I don't think either of them are a liability.
What I'm saying, it's gonna be if let's say we keep Flacco and Henderson, they're going to play more time than not as the DM, in my opinion. I actually think Persetic gets played as the 8. I think Persetic is actually better as an 8, you know, than a DM.
But this season, he played as a 6 every time he
Because
played.
we had no one else.
We had nobody else, bro.
Whoa, Flacco was there just in poor form.
And don't forget, he played further. Here's the thing, Persetic can do both, yeah? I'm telling you for now, bro, we need someone to put out those fires. You saw what happened to the defense, and I know there was no Virgil and whatnot, but bro, if we can't put out the fires, you know, every game we will just look unstuck every time someone attacks.
I hear what you're saying.
But Flacco, I just think it'll be finished.
I just think without
I don't even like
an
saying
8,
these
we
things.
are.
Probably,
if we don't get another number
I don't
8,
like saying
we're in
things like that, but
trouble. That's all.
I don't
I'm
want to say
saying.
too much, but I
we
just
don't
think
get a 6, we're in major trouble. And again, I hate to do this, but I have to look at our oppositions. Man City got Rodri.
bro,
Man
baller.
United got Casemiro.
Yeah, baller.
Newcastle got Bruno.
Baller.
Arsenal got Partey.
Yeah, baller.
By the way, I don't think Bruno Guimaraes is brilliant defensively. I just think he's a brilliant player.
I agree with that.
He'd walk
But it
into our team
works.
as a 6, though. He'd actually
it
walk into our
works.
team as a 6.
It kind of works. Whatever it works.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be doing what Matt's saying and extinguishing fires.
No,
He's
no,
not
no.
really that type of a
He'd be,
6.
no, I agree, but he'd be way more combative and way better in
Than Flacco,
in terms of
yeah.
what he-
Yeah, he'll be more
Yeah.
combative
But
than
he's
Flacco.
not.
You see
But
what-
he's not a fireman. So that's
Drift.
what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that. But I'm saying if I compare him, I've got to compare who we've got in the team to our opposition. And if Chelsea go and get Ugarte, they've got Ugarte. That's 5 or 6 teams.
Mhm.
That's 5 teams who I look at who are direct rivals and go, they've got a player better, way better in that position than what we've got.
Yeah.
That worries me.
I agree. And we need a number 6. We do. But I still think we're sleeping on the fact that Persetic was brilliant. And I do believe that he actually can become a top DM. So it wouldn't be the most outrageous thing in the world if we thought, you know what? Let's actually play this guy and actually let him prove himself because he's shown he's good enough.
But the sample size and the injury he's coming back from, Drift.
The injury is probably the worry. But I do believe younger players get over these injuries. When you're younger, it's easier to get over injuries than when you're older, right? Like just naturally, like it just is. I'm not saying that he just snap his fingers and it'll be great again, but I worry a lot less with young players. Like look how quick Elliot got over the leg break. If you're like 28 and you do that, you ain't coming back the way Elliot did. You get what I mean? Like when you're younger, generally speaking, you do just bounce back quicker. So I don't want to get too caught up in worrying about his injury. But I'm just talking about the talent of the player.
No, I hear you, but having a great DM allows us, in my opinion, the freedom to play different formations. Having a DM who just about can do the job means we're just going to be playing one formation, and that for me would be the inverted right back. If you have a DM that can put out fires, you can switch into so many different formations. You can go back to the old system where Trent and Robbo are doing up the creativity thing because you've got a DM who can cover them going forward. You can do the inverted thing if you want because that DM can fill in. You can do the whole 4-2-3-1 if you want to go over 10 because you know that DM is going to lock up shop. If you have a DM that is just about okay, for me, it just don't work.
You need a specialist. In my opinion, you need a specialist in that role, bro. Because I think Persetic is so talented, but I don't think we should be thinking he should be our starting DM, and I think that's where the problem lies as well.
Remember, we're talking about if he's only allowed to have.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I look at
ideally, we obviously know we need about 3
the
midfielders.
DM. Not even to make joke or the whole book thing again, but all jokes aside, yeah, there's one thing I kind of agree with in what my man was saying in the book here is that he was like Fabinho, like our number 6, he's like the controller, he's the conductor, and he's the shield. He is such an important cog, and I feel like if you haven't got that important cog that's at optimal level, you're gonna struggle. And as good as Persetic is, Persetic ain't like some world beater. And here's the thing: you see the way how we play as well. I think Persetic, if you're asking him to do a role, I think he can do it a little bit better in a Man City or a Barcelona compared to a Liverpool. When it comes to our transitions, yeah, for whatever reasons, we're a little bit messy. So when we go and try and recover the ball, it's more likely than not you normally see your DM is on an island and he kind of has to control that island. Whereas I feel like in in other teams over the last couple of years, they're a little bit better in hunting in packs and groups and like forcing errors. Whereas we try and do that, but I don't think we've been as good as that. So our DM has become more and more important to put out those fires. And I just don't think Basetic, in my opinion, is that guy to do that at such a young age. Is he good? Yes. Can he play the 6 at a good level? I think so. But I actually think he's better in the 8 with a little bit more license to roam. And then you go and get your specialist 6. It don't matter. I know you didn't say names, so it don't really matter, but get that specialist 6, bro. And I genuinely feel like it will make a massive difference compared to getting the 8, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, like I said, we need both, innit? But
we do.
And again, I do believe it's a little bit of a bad mind thing if we just don't believe at all that Flacco can be a good player again. Yes, he has looked very suspect this season. That's nobody can defend that. But I think it's a bit. It's been a shit season. Period.
Yeah.
I think if you get, because I know Cal will say other people shouldn't do your work for you, which is kind of true, right? So like when I always said if you got legs around Flacco, I think he could concentrate on doing his job a little bit better. And I get where Cal's coming from. That's not a wrong statement. But I also believe what I'm saying also does ring true as well. If you have, say, McAllister and, I don't know, another proper combative 8 box-to-box player, yeah? And then you got Flacco in there. Flacco's not getting isolated because the other players are getting around the pitch. He's not really getting isolated because of who he is. He's getting isolated because who he's playing with.
No.
Jones ain't defensive minded.
Flacco hasn't
Henderson
got the
can't get around
anymore,
the pitch as much
to cover
anymore.
the ground.
Bro, he never really covered ground. He used to use his brain.
Flacco's
never been quick.
No,
he's never been the type of guy.
No,
to
we
just
never said he was
run
quick.
around and
we never
always had quite poor lateral movement.
But let me give you an example. You see one of the goals,
smarter,
bro. One of the goals, yeah. You see when Flacco used to get turned, yeah. He used to get turned. Flacco had enough, at least, where even if the player pulls away from him, you might see Flacco slightly come back into the picture and then get his foot in and he clears it out of play, right? You see now, though, because he was never the quickest, like you said, yeah, he's lost that little bit that he had, bro. Like, you can see it's gone. When he got turned and he went to put in the challenge, bro, he wanted to foul the man and had to pull out the challenge because he probably would have got a red card because he realizes, like, he can't even get there in time anymore to put out the danger.
But why is he always out of position and getting pulled?
He's
in
not
these
out of
places
position.
anyway?
No, your DM is supposed you already know this, but when a move breaks down, your DM is already assessing who's near him and where can I get this guy, or if I'm gonna try and put him in a trap. You see, Fabinho, he's still the most intelligent player, bro. But what it is just that the legs have gone. Only legs.
I think he's been doing stupid things this season. I think his decision making
he's overly compensating because those legs that he had are finished, bro.
That's what I think it is. I think
Bob, I kid you not. If
you could be right, but I think it's his brain. I think he's been making stupid decisions. He's been doing stupid things. He's looked rattled mentally. Physically, I don't think he's been that much of a difference. He was never quick. He was never lateral. He was never one of those people.
You have to understand age.
He used to be smart about it. And I don't think he's smart anymore.
You see mileage as well, Drift. You see mileage, yeah? So when Gini Wijnaldum left here, that was his crime partner. Gini Wijnaldum left here, he's probably, if we don't have the message, but we kind of just look at him, he's probably done way more running than he needs to. Because when Gini Wijnaldum was there, like you were saying about no, but we don't have to
go and get another Genie, and then he don't do all that running anymore.
But my argument is he's older. And Genie left.
He's only 29, you man. He ain't like 40, you know.
No, bro. He's
taking a Klopp team.
Yeah, bro.
No, but he was never the person in the Klopp team who was doing all the running. It was Henderson and Genie that were doing the running. Flacco's never been running around.
Henderson can't do the running anymore.
Exactly. Bro, so if you go and get 2 8s that can do what Genie and Hendo
because they haven't been doing it.
He's not running around anymore.
He's still 3 years old.
If you know that picture where the What's-It's holding on in the keypad lock, that's you, right? You know it, that's you.
Nah, I'm not saying that he ain't done. I'm not saying that you lot aren't right. I'm saying that he deserves another season to prove whether it was a one-off and whether it was a lot more than just what was going on. And I think if you get 2 proper 8s around him who do a lot of the work, who do all of the things that Genie and Hendo used to do. Genie and Hendo used to do a lot of work. they used to do a
Drift.
fuckload of work,
But
bro.
because they left, he had to do more work. So even if you go and get the players that used
And
to do
then
what
he's
you
out of his comfort zone.
No,
so go
Drift,
and get
you know-
2 number 8s and then let him get back in his
No,
comfort
Drift,
But
zone.
Drift, they left.
Wouldn't it be better to get an 1-8
sorry,
and
I think you left.
1-6 who can do the job that is required, and an 8 who can be more free to do what they want to do? Isn't one of the gripes we've had that our 8s have been
Ideally.
having to do more work than they should do because of the system? Surely if we get someone who does better in the system, then our 8s are able to do a bit more effective work going the other way rather than just
ideally,
running.
yes.
for a
We're
maximum.
asking our DM for help. Do you know how mad that is?
But remember, I'm going off the premise here
The
that I'm
DM's
just
supposed to be
talking
helping the
about Flacco.
others.
I'm just talking about the fact that I think Flacco's still got the capability of being a good player. I'm not saying that he should. I've said he should be a squad. He should go onto the bench, and we should buy a number 6. But we're just talking about the fact that people are saying
Starting,
he's done,
but we're starting,
and I'm saying no. I believe that he can get back to who he was, and he's not just a finished footballer.
So if sorry, Cal, just quickly. So what I'm trying to say is, do you think Liverpool would have enough as Fabinho as the DM starting next season? Because I don't think that's enough anymore.
Ideally, no. But if we got 2
That's my argument, though.
But if we got 2 absolutely brilliant number 8s, I would get the logic with Basetic also being able to play the position. That's the point I'm making. If we got 2 absolutely brilliant number 8, like for example, everybody wanted Bellingham, yeah? So let me just use him as an easy example. If we signed McAllister and Bellingham as our 2 8s, and then we went and filled the other positions around the team, I would be like, I get the logic.
Right.
You've got legs around the midfield now, so Flacco don't have to do so much running. You've got Basetic, who's also going to grow into being a great player. I get the logic. That's what I'm saying. I would understand why we would do that, because I believe that Flacco can get back to a higher level than he showed this season.
But what if I said
ideally, yes, I would go and get Caicedo.
But what if I said to you, stop worrying about getting other players in so he's okay, and just go and get a player so that we have to worry about that anymore.
To go and spend the Ras Clark money to allow us to do that.
No, but because the whole argument, because in my opinion, he's not a starter anymore. Can he still be in the squad? Yes. My argument is he can't be the starting DM, fam. He can't be, bro.
I said that he should be on the bench.
Let me ask you this, just quickly.
But I'm talking about the way we operate with our tight-ass budget.
Would you take Caicedo as the one signing and Fabinho leaves?
What you mean? And nothing else happened?
No. Just let's say Caicedo was to happen. We was able to get him, and Fabinho was to leave. Would you be okay with that, or would you be like, no? Do you know what? Keep Fabinho, and we don't.
No. We signed Caicedo and Flacco left. I fully understand that.
And if Caicedo went to the DM spot, would you be okay with that?
That's where I would want him to play.
This is what I'm saying. Fam.
Oh, we're not getting Caicedo.
No, but I'm trying to say, but you're
just
holding on.
There's quite a few players we could name, no Drift.
But what it is, you're holding on because it's like.
No, I'm not holding on. I just believe he's not finished.
No, but you already know deep down, Caicedo. If you Caicedo to do the Fabinho role, you're calm with that. You're not losing sleep.
Of course.
I
said I'll make Flacco a squad player.
So why can't
we're talking about realistic things here now, where our budget ain't budgeting,
but
we never spend large amounts of money.
Yeah, then it's a different story.
And do you get what I mean? And I'm looking at we're not going to get 3 midfielders, are we?
No,
and we're not going to get Caicedo either, because he's going to cost 80-90 million.
We'll probably get 2.
So I'm saying I understand if we went and got 2 big boy 8s because that was the only budget. That's the only way the budget could stretch. I would get the logic of it. Because I don't think Flacco is a completely dumb player. But if I had my way, I'd buy 3 midfielders and Flacco would be on the bench, 100%.
He's not completely done in time, but what I think it is, though, if we're sitting there as Liverpool fans thinking we can't upgrade on our DM now as starting, well, I'm not saying Fabinho needs to leave the club, you know. I'm saying we could get a starting DM that can cover. When I say to you, when you used to look at what Fabinho used to do to what he can do now, it's night and day. And I know we can sit here and talk about the crown partners that he had
a bad season.
Bro, but it's not the
honestly, Van Dijk looked terrible this year. Robbo looked terrible this year. Salah wasn't anywhere near as good as he normally is. A lot of our big boy players looked bad this year. We have to understand it might just be a bad
the batches where you can press the bottom and the top and you can see what's left. Bro, his one is flashing. No, it's flashing, bro.
Look.
Warning.
Anyway,
He's trying to let man know, but it is what it is.
I think let's get through a couple of these supers because I think some of them are
I've got
one more
topic. So very quick, very quick, succinct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. You got 10 seconds max to answer. We're not even gonna go into detail. 10 seconds to answer. Player of the season for Liverpool this season.
Alisson Becker.
Alisson, all three. Young player of the season.
Elliot.
Ibrahim Konate.
At 24, can you still qualify for a young player?
22, isn't he?
No, Ibrahim's 24.
How was Konate? Is he 24 now?
He was 22 when we bought him. He's 24 now, man. Does 24 count as a young player?
How old do you have to be?
Right, 24. No, I can't squeeze in.
Okay, then. Basetic
for me as well. Elliot has been good this season.
You're not forgetting how good Elliot was at the beginning.
No. I've just said he's been good as well.
But bro,
it's been good as well. But I think Basetic, for me, Basetic caught it. Moment of the season.
7-0 Man United.
No, moment of the season.
Yeah, that's game or
game of the season was the question, but we all know the answer. Game of the season is Man
United. Game of the season was Man
moment
United,
of the season.
Moment of the season.
Good or bad, or just any? Don't matter.
Any.
Crystal Palace 0-0 draw. That was the moment I knew we were done. No, you man weren't there. You don't understand the struggles, the strain.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit on this one. Bobby's equalizer versus Aston Villa.
I was thinking that, but we never got to revel the moment. It was get the ball back to the halfway line and start again.
Jota Spurs.
That's a shout.
That one right at the death.
That is a shout.
When Klopp went up to the referee, just went
with his hammy, yeah.
Yeah, that is
all of that stuff. All of that. Yeah, maybe Jota.
Do you know what?
Maybe Jota.
When Gakpo made it 3-0 with that dink over thingy in the what that was different level.
Yeah, Gap. Yeah, oh yeah.
Salah put my man on his backside, slipped in Gakpo. Gakpo chipped De Gea, and then just stood in front of the crowd. I'm not gonna lie, that was a moment. There's been a few.
There's a few, you know.
There's a few. Maybe the Jota one, because that was.
I've got one more. When Trent stepped up
you're absolutely
to
right.
Xhaka, and that's when Arsenal lost.
No. Trent Leicester. Sorry, Trent Leicester.
Oh, the Leicester.
Where Mo backheeled it to Trent and he smacked that free kick on the top corner. Nah, that's it. It's Trent Leicester.
No, but I'm moving talking about when we practically stopped Arsenal winning the league. You know. Well, remember when Trent when Xhaka lost his head? Remember?
Yeah. But for me, it's Trent Leicester. When Mo rolled it to him,
Fabio Carvalho versus Newcastle's a shout as well.
That's a good moment.
That was a good moment.
That's a good moment.
No, I'm sticking with the Trent free kick. I'm sorry, that was my moment of the season.
I think mine might be Jota. You know, might be the Jota one still.
We've all got a different one. I'm going to stick with Firmino because I'm shameless. So.
You know what, Stevie? I'm not gonna lie, that was a moment still. Nunez's goal versus Madrid at Anfield.
Oh yeah, Konate's tackle. Remember when he broke up my man? Remember the hard challenge when someone went flying?
Oh, was that again? Was that
the Arsenal? It was the Arsenal. He went in so hard, bro.
I think it was Gabriel Jesus.
And he broke up his foot.
I think it was Gabriel Jesus. Signing of the season.
What we already made. We established we didn't really make that many good ones.
We made January signings Gakpo.
Oh, hold on. So there's Nunez, Gakpo, Fabio Carvalho.
I forgot about January.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit of a mad one for Cal to be saying that, isn't it?
No, but it's true. It's true. He's had a better season than
It's
Nunes, and
Gakpo,
he's
you
had
know,
a
it's
better.
actually Gakpo.
Well, he's
It's
better-
Gakpo
had a
still.
better half.
I don't think he's had a better season than Nunes, but because he's only been there for half the
100%
time,
yes.
I understand.
Yeah,
No.
100%.
Nunes has still had a lot of brilliant moments, and he's got a GA of 20. People keep acting like this boy's done
But have
nothing.
you seen Cody's
Never said
Cody's
he's
thing
not
is
done-
mad, you
He
know.
never said he's not done anything. He hasn't.
Cody's been brilliant, but I'm just saying that Nunes has scored past Napoli, Man U, Real Madrid, Arsenal. Like he's actually had a lot of big Man City. He's had a lot of big moments still. Like people just keep acting like this boy's been some scrub. It's a
He
mad
never
thing
said he's
still,
been a
I'm not
scrub,
gonna
but
lie.
brother, he's not been better than Gakpo.
I think he has across the whole season, but that's obviously because Gakpo's only been here for half the time.
Disagree. Biggest disappointment of the season.
Where we finished
Not getting
in the
Champions League, innit?
league.
Not even getting top 4.
I'll
We
keep
were-
my answer to myself still.
No, what was yours? Don't tell me to do with signing.
No, it's not nothing to do with signing. Nothing to do with signing.
Who was it do then?
It's
Nah.
obvious who it is, but he
I
knows that
wanna
it's gonna-
know. Go on.
No,
I wanna
I'll
know.
tell you off camera.
No, but bruv, come on, bro. You can't say
I know
that.
who it is, but it's just going to cause a riot.
No, but bruv, you can't say that and don't say nothing though.
I'm just gonna say the man I love the most has hurt me the most. Pause.
I hear that. I hear that still.
All right, so these supers. Being
Man
real.
said he was
man.
he was nearly
Could
done
you
still.
guys do me a massive favor? Could you start doing the supers? I just have to do something really quick.
Yeah.
All right, won't be a
Let's
sec.
roll. All right, Sultan. I have a bad feeling, guys, about the next window. I don't think we will do what is needed to get back to the top, while Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal will strengthen. Sultan, big up for the super chat, bro. I really hope you are wrong.
What we have to hope is,
Mm.
as a club, with the disappointment that we've had this season, if we see other people doing what they're doing, I hate when you watch face.
Yeah.
In this scenario, we
We
have
can't-
to watch
we
face.
ha-
That we
yes.
cannot avoid watching face. And I believe that if everyone is doing their bits, we have to get the kick up the backside. That even if we weren't planning to, we have to, bro. Now we just have to, bro. Like if I watch Ugarte and Rice go Chelsea, if I see Caicedo and
Go Arsenal or something.
yeah, like and look like and I
Bro.
watch Man United go and get flipping Kim and I don't know who else they're being thingied with. And Harry Kane and Kim go Man United and Man City are already doing whatever they're doing. And then if Newcastle managed to go and pull off a couple other G's as well and all
Bro,
this
if
crap,
this happens-
and then we sit down and don't do anything. Nah.
We
No,
riot.
no. Nah, it's not.
Facts.
It's not flying.
We
It's
go
not
nuts,
flying.
bro. Honesty, big up, guys. Would you guys like Jules Koundé at Liverpool because apparently we're in for him, but Barca want 50 mil? It also let me think we're buying a centre back. I've heard about the Jules Koundé stuff. I like Koundé. I think he's good. I just don't know. Koundé's versatile though in terms of like. But the thing is though,
I
Koundé
don't
can play
wanna-
right back and centre back. The problem is he don't want to play right back because that's the problem. He wants to play centre back.
Mm.
I don't
You
know.
got
About
one-
Koundé. He's good, but
Big up
Oh, sorry.
Kojo in the.
oh no,
No,
I'm sorry,
so
bro.
Big,
Bring that-
big
yeah.
up, man, like Kojo on the board. This one for Cal. I'm just gonna leave it. Cal, how long you gonna be back, bro?
Yeah, Cal, I don't know. Cal.
I'm here, I'm
Big
here,
up
I'm
Kojo.
here,
It's just
I'm here.
Klopp is the equalizer. Don't worry. Kojo, I hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right, bro.
Hear that, Cal? Don't worry, Cal. Klopp's the equalizer, bro.
Hope you're right. Big up Kojo each and every time. Love you, brother.
Has he got the
Um,
weapons he needs though?
It's true.
That's, I'm
He
just
his
shit
mind
stirring.
straight to do the job. Like
Of course he is, bro.
Jada Activist says the teams that love to banter are one league in 30 years. Arsenal, 0 league in 20. United, 0 league in 10. It's true. But that's the thing, though.
And
Self-awareness
tell them
is
how
key.
quickly it becomes a lot.
Oh, trust me.
It goes from 20 to 30 real easy.
Real
you know?
quick.
It goes from because no Arsenal fan would have thought it would even got to 20. It goes
Facts.
from 20 to 30 real quick. So
100%, bro.
And what is the difference between 20 and 30 anyway? When you start hitting them high numbers, it almost becomes irrelevant. It is what it is, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So
no, it's true. Big up Matt's hairline. Cal, your beard is low key like Ben Davis, you know. Don't know if Cal can hear that one, but
that's shady as F. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. My hairline's moving mad still. Promo, big up promo.
That is bang out of order.
I just said invisible.
Just know I'm holding my middle finger up to the camera, even though you guys can't see me.
Promo. He said Carvalho has a higher potential than Elliott and Jones for me. Klopp probably falling out with his entourage. I'm starting to question Klopp's talent ID. Boy, I don't know about that, you know, but I hear what you're saying. Carvalho, in fact, you know, actually, Carvalho's potential is higher. I think you're right, actually. Whether it's from out with the entourage or not remains to be seen. That's something that I guess we'll probably find out later on.
Hold on. See, this is what I'm saying. That things can't just be said without being addressed. You're gonna
potential.
No. Questioning Klopp's ID. So Kagawa, Lewandowski, Royce, Mane, what? I'm gonna leave it. I can't even.
No. But it's up. No, I hear what you're saying. But then you got to go Ben Davies, Kabak, Arthur. You know, the ones there. That's
as well. He doesn't always pick the players.
That is true, but so it's hard to see what
and the talent and someone's talent ID can fade or change as well.
It can, and if we're keeping it a buck, now I think Klopp wanted Nunes, but Pep Linders wanted Gakpo in it. So yeah. Big up Jada activist. Taki over Haaland will haunt us forever, bro. Yeah,
that wasn't Klopp's fault or the club's fault. Haaland had a pathway.
He did.
Man United tried hard to get Haaland. We inquired for Haaland. He wanted Dortmund because he knew Dortmund would be a place where he'd get regular game time. Everyone forgets at the time, if we'd signed Haaland at the time, Firmino was still the guy. There was no guarantee Haaland would have got as much game time as he got at Dortmund to develop the way he developed. Haaland going to Dortmund, that was his pathway. That's what he chose. We were never getting Haaland.
Yeah,
Man United tried, Chelsea, everyone, all the big boys tried. They just weren't getting him. There's a reason he ended up at Dortmund.
True. Big up Shotgun. He says, Shaq, Fabio, Minamino, all our attackers, 10s. Klopp doesn't know what to do with these kind of players. Bibak's left with his attacking 8 or 10. Do you guys agree or disagree with that?
I think he does know what to do with them. I just think he's falling in love with a system that doesn't fit those players in.
Or do you think his assistant is, and his assistant's trying to? Because I know we kind of joke about. We were joking about 6 months.
Never played with it. Even when Coutinho was playing,
we never played 10 in it. He was roaming 8 in it.
Yeah, he's precisely. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. No, I agree. Still, I agree. Big up Part Life Manager. If it's true, Klopp said Fabio is not in the plan for next season. I like that he's ruthless, but needs to apply that for everyone, and I mean everyone. I agree with that. I agree with the last part. He needs to be ruthless because one thing you don't want to see is like, I don't know, like one player just gets like that treatment that maybe someone else should have got, and then you look at other players and you think, why are they still here? Like, guys, just quickly, just a quick yes or no. Do you think Klopp is being ruthless with Carvalho? I'll start with you. Yes or no? Do you think it's been ruthless?
No, I think Carvalho is pushing for a move.
Okay, and Drift, what about yourself?
I mean, you could say that Klopp was ruthless with him throughout the season, but I think in this instance, I think it's more Carvalho just knows it's better if he leaves.
Fair play. Mel, Carvalho reeks of a Linders signing spinners. Linders has a massive sale on transfers too. Linders is the decision maker and Klopp just gives a thumbs up. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
I don't agree with that either.
Because I do believe that he gives his opinion.
Yeah.
I don't believe that he's the decision maker though. Because
Nunes, in my opinion, you can just tell that's a Klopp. That's just Klopp just said, I'm getting Nunes. Linders could have said whatever. Klopp was like, I don't care. We're getting Nunes. So you better go home and go on the laptop and sort out some tactics because we need to find a way how to make this work. 100% Klopp wanted Nunes, in my opinion, anyway. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. and you guys agree that as well. Wakey says, who do you think next season will be there? Sorry, let me start again. Who do you think next season will be their last one? VVD. What?
Who do you think next season
season
it will be their last season as a Liverpool player? And he's saying VVD.
No, not VVD.
Yeah,
Thiago.
Matip and Thiago.
Matip.
I think Matip goes this summer.
Matip, Thiago, and even potentially Gomez. Potentially. Big up Jamrock. LFC and Jurgen Klopp don't develop young players well. Poor. He says poor, you know.
Poor record.
I mean, what in what way?
When you say develop young players, because I would say Trent was a young player and he was developed. Or
yeah, he was. Jones and Elliott, and Bichetti.
Indifferent. They're all indifferent. No, they're not definitive. Like
Ibu came to the club at 22 and has got better.
No, but he didn't really. No, so that's different. I would say, like you see, when he was Leipzig, he was like.
He was developed.
He was developed at Leipzig,
but he's got better since he come to Liverpool.
No, but that's what a player's meant to do. But same with Mane. Mane joined
not necessarily, bro.
No, but that's what a player's meant to do, though. That's why players are signed for clubs, because they're not meant to sign a player and that player regresses. The aim is for that player to improve.
But the club is the reason why they do develop. If they don't develop, it's also the club's fault.
Yeah, that's why.
So if you come to Liverpool and you play better, the club did help develop you.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, but he's saying Jurgen and Liverpool don't have a great record. He can't. I mean,
I would say it's indifferent, not poor. I would say it's indifferent. That's what I would say.
I
wouldn't say it's poor though. I would say it's poor. Big up
Go and look at all the other teams and tell me how many young players get developed.
About the other teams, we're just speaking about ourselves, Drew.
Yeah, but we keep on saying things that like it's unique to us. How many other teams have like all these great young players that are coming through? Not really. Like, come on, like we can't, like we do have to look at others just to see what like is going on everywhere to know whether we're unique or whether we're the only ones or whether we're
some other teams' model is not defined by that. The reason why we build the reason why we build Yaxa is effectively for that. That's why I'm saying it's hard to say, but we may have to have a longer period of seeing how much we can develop now. That
sorry, Kai, you had to continue the thing. Yeah. I'll be 1 minute, bro. Yeah,
but the point I'm making is all the other teams don't necessarily do it either. So it's not a unique scenario to Liverpool. That's the point I'm making. Because it's very easy to point the finger at Liverpool and go, "Oh, we don't do this," but how many do? I don't know. Let me move on to the next one real quick.
Zlatan says we've been reactive instead of proactive in the transfer window since winning the league. It's a head scratcher, really. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, we definitely been reactive.
I'd agree with that. Stevie says, please talk about these made up injuries our players get. What you mean, like Naby's one?
Like, what actually happened to Naby this season?
No one knows. It stinks though. Like I don't like stuff like that. Ed says better to loan Carvalho with development. He could develop into a Bernardo Silva type of player. Have faith he can work on his stamina and strength. Again, I don't have a problem. It's not me or Drift or Matt saying not to sell him. We're all happy to loan him. We're happy for him to get more game time and be in the squad.
Just quickly, just ask, because obviously Jamet was the one who answered the question. So here, for example, I totally agree on Chelsea. I think they're actually the only club, especially a top club, that has actually like developed a lot of good young players. Man United didn't have a youth player come through until Danny Welbeck from the class of 92. And since Danny Welbeck, Rashford is the only player that's come through their youth team. How do Man United develop young players, Jamrock? Like, come on, man. Like, we can't just say things. Man United do not develop young players.
It depends what you're talking. When you say develop, Drift, are you talking about turning players into like top quality players?
Well, that must be what he means, right? Because we have a lot of players who come through. It's just they don't really ever get to a high level. Developing them must be that they get to like become a first teamer. That must be what we're talking about. We're really talking about developing a young player. We must be talking about to the point where they become a first team player or they play regularly.
You got Rashford, you've got the guy who has the allegations against him, Garnacho, Alanga.
These men never become regulars though, bruv. They're just in the squad.
The guy with the
Alanga's dead, bruv. No, but he never really got to the point where he was like playing week in, week out.
Who? Greenwood?
Yeah, he never got to the point where he was playing week in, week out.
Greenwood was one of the first names on the team sheet at one stage, bro.
Bruv, he literally, the season he was supposed to do well, he got the allegations.
No, bro, are you forgetting the lockdown season, bro?
He wasn't a regular in lockdown.
Yeah, he was, bro.
Goldman, look back, bro. He wasn't a regular. He wasn't playing week in, week out. And even if you want to give Greenwood, that's still only, 2? So what? Man United have got Rashford and Greenwood. So now they are great at developing young players. McTominay's dead, bro. Come on, we got to start talking about real talent here.
I think you're missing the point. It's benign, though. I think we could do better at developing players.
I'd rather say Nat Phillips than McTominay when we want to talk about.
We can't say Nat Phillips though because we haven't developed him. We've actually hindered his development.
He's done better in the half season he got in the Liverpool team.
But this is where you're getting it incorrect. Like, we're not talking about the quality of the player that's come through. You know, we're talking about has the club and the manager improved that player to the point where that player can help in that team. We're not talking about the quality of the player.
But then it depends where you are, because McTominay's playing because Man United have been so crap and they're so like all over the place. If they had their act together, McTominay would have never been a player who played in that team.
I agree. I'm not, but brother, if we had our act together, Nat Phillips wouldn't either. But we haven't.
Yeah, no, I was just using that as an example with the what do you call it?
But Nat hasn't developed. Nat's probably
doesn't count. I'll say Arsenal.
I've
had a couple of good players come through, and Chelsea have had a couple of good players come through. Other than that, I don't really think any of the other top teams really develop young players. So I don't think it's unique to us. But anyway.
Jay says, if we want vibes, Leon Bailey, sign Leon Bailey. We're not vibes FC. Yeah, I agree. H says, Adrian got good communication skills. Says Vamos to keep the vibes up. Klopp digs that ish. I'm not saying the last bit, H. H says, in the AXA, the staff named Adrian the Tinder. No, that's deep. I can't do that either. Jay says, Adrian was shocking in the Community Shield. Yeah. Yeah, he was actually. Eastwood says, like I said yesterday, Klopp has to show a pair in the rebuild. Extending Adrian is not a good first step. We paying for hype men now. I'll be honest with you, I know we're going to disagree on this, but the fact that we've re-signed Adrian and we tried to re-sign Milner, that suggests to me there is no rebuild here.
We'll see, innit?
I hope I'm wrong, but that to me suggests there's no rebuild.
By the way, Jamal, I said Arsenal and Chelsea.
Ed says Genie was on 70k, Ox and Naby were on 130. We let Genie go because he wanted the same as Ox and Naby. Someone make that make sense for me, please. That one's on the owners as opposed to Klopp.
That was definitely on the owners, that one.
Max says, first time watching since back in the UK. Missed you guys. Big up yourself, Max.
Big up.
Mo says Liverpool midfield ranked 19th in duels won in midfield this season. That is absolutely shocking. That midfield needs gutting out and changed.
Facts.
Mo says Bashir put up less than one tackle per game, not a 6. Again, no, tackles aren't the be-all and end-all for DMs. You have to look at interceptions as well and winning possession back.
Yeah, 100%.
But, yeah, still not a great metric. Mo says Ugarte is putting up the best defensive numbers in Europe in a team that's in the 6th. That's 6th in Europe for possession. Fabinho's legs aren't getting any younger or faster. Agreed. Jay says we need a DM who can put out fires. We need our number 8s to be more creative. We have 13 goals and assists from midfield this season. Arsenal had 42. Agreed. Teke says to play DM for an elite team, you need to cover a lot of space. Fab is intelligent, but his body can't do what he used to do. We can't waste another season waiting for players to prove they can come back. Agreed.
This is all based on having a budget, though, remember?
Say again?
This is all based on having a high budget, which we hope the club actually have.
It's not all based on having a budget. It's based on what Klopp's season wants as well. If Klopp doesn't see the need for a DM, then they're not going to budget for a DM.
But if we don't buy a DM and we don't spend a certain amount of money, then I wouldn't believe it was because he didn't want a DM. If we spend 300 million and we don't buy a DM, then I will say, oh, wow, Klopp didn't want one. If we spend a small amount of money and we don't buy one, then it'll be obvious that there wasn't enough money in the budget.
But what's a small amount of money?
100 mil or less for a club like Liverpool is a small amount of money.
But if Klopp turns around and says that that's all he wanted.
Yeah,
he's already said...
This is back to him having to say what he needs to not cause an outrage. Because if he goes, yeah, FSG fucked me over, there'll be this big outrage and we'll become a circus.
But he's already said if we're back to normal next season, then we'll be challenging. That suggests to me that he believes in the same thing that you are, that a lot of these players are out of form and they'll be back next season potentially.
But he also said he'll be on it. He also said he'll be on his phone all summer.
Doesn't mean he's signing. That might be selling players as well.
Oh, bruv, now you just... If he says he's going to be on his phone all summer after asked about transfers, he's saying, yeah, like we're going to be doing business. Because remember, he was asked about transfers. He said, I'll be on my phone all summer.
Though. Just because he doesn't get a DM, we can't just turn around and be like, it's the owners, it's the budget. He might not want a DM, bro.
No, I'm just talking about him wanting to just buy players. That full stop, whatever the situation is.
Musa says, she not wear no underwear. Moment, you lot killed me. I can't remember when that was.
I remember it. I just don't remember why.
I can't remember what the context around it was.
Yeah.
Harry Verdi says Gavardio or Inacio for left-footed centre back. Who are you picking, Drew?
I don't know. See with Gavardio, I do believe he's a good player, but there's a part of me that's thinking, does he need one more season to actually prove he's of that level, especially how much he would cost? Yeah, I'll probably go Gavardio, but I think I'm only picking him based on the hype.
I'm going Gavardio, but I would not be upset with Inacio. I would be very happy with Inacio, but I would go for Gavardio.
I'm worried about his lateral movement in the Premier League.
I think he'd be fine.
If he comes Liverpool,
Ross says, fight to the death, guys. Which one actor you having by your side without weapons? Oh, that one's easy for me. Michael J. White.
You can't do that, bro.
That's easy.
He's the only...
No weapons. Michael J. White all day, man.
I'm going to go on the technicality, George St. Pierre.
He's not an actor, bro.
He's not acting, bro.
He's in
No.
You don't actor, bro.
Hold on. He's in Captain America. He is an actor.
No, Drift. It doesn't work like
he's
that.
in
Man
Captain
said
America.
GSP.
He's an actor.
No.
So hold on a minute. He's not an actor, yeah?
I'm not gonna lie, Michael J. White.
Hey,
Michael J.
role.
White.
He's
I'm
not
not gonna lie, at his age.
GSP is an actor.
GSP's not an actor, bro.
He is an actor.
Michael J. White.
It has to be Michael J. White, you know.
No weapons. Michael J. White all
Michael
day.
J. White smokes that. Bro, come on.
Is Tony Bellew an actor as well, then, Drift?
Yeah, he is.
Come on, Drift, man.
Of course, Tony Bellew's an actor. He's been in Rocky, bro.
If you say that to Tony Bellew's face, he'd probably smack you in your head, you know. Man said you're an actor. It's Tony Bellew.
One film, you can't call yourself
an actor, bro. Come on.
M-Tar Mizzy with a shout says Donnie Yen.
I would only worry a little bit about age, but Donnie Yen can still throw hands, though. 100.
Okay,
it's taken-
I'll just like to say.
Oh,
that
what about
George,
my guy from the raid? What's his?
George
I'm
safety?
taking the
Yeah.
guy from the raid. I can never pronounce his name.
Oh, Iku.
I'm
Oh
taking him.
yeah. That might.
I'm
be a
taking him.
shout.
Yeah, you drift. You
I'm-
can have GSP. I'll take
That
raid. He's saying it.
GSP is actually in Never Surrender, Hell's Change, Death
I'll
Warrior,
allow it,
Captain
GSP.
America,
Allow it.
Kickboxer Vengeance. What? He's in all of these films. So does that not make him an actor?
This is what we're really doing here.
Bruv. He's a
Come
fighter
on.
who's played some acting roles, bruv. He's not an actor.
That still makes him an actor.
No, it
Come
don't,
on.
Drift. He ain't an actor, bruv. GSP
Eco your
will tell
ways.
you
Yeah,
he's an
Eco.
actor.
Yes, Tom Izzy. I ain't see him. I'm picking him.
He's in a whole bunch of movies.
Him and
but
Michael
he's
J.
not an
White will be
actor.
up.
All right,
Yeah,
Kamara.
him.
All right, Kamara Usman's in Black Panther.
Oh my days, bro. He literally just flipping stands there, bro.
He's
That's
acting.
Still acting though.
bro. Okay, now you're going too
Mike
far.
Tyson.
If you're
was
in a
Hangover.
credit, you're an actor.
Hold on, Mike Tyson was in Hangover.
Mike Tyson is 100% an actor now.
Come on, man.
Of course he is, bruv.
So
what about
did
the
you say
Rock?
Mike
You pick
Tyson
the Rock?
over GSP?
Of
About
course
The
the
Rock?
Rock's an actor. What
No,
are we
that-
talking
No,
about?
the Rock is an actor.
The
I'm
Rock is an
helping
actor,
you.
yes.
Look, I said the Rock. What's wrong with you?
No, I'd rather have my man from the raid than the Rock, 100%.
No, but you can't pick it. I picked him. You got to pick someone else, bro. Come on.
Jackie Chan then.
Like, Jackie Chan's getting moved. Jackie Chan is one of the greatest, one of my favorite, if not my favorite. But at this age, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
No one said that. No one said we have to talk about right this second. How old they are? Just talking in general.
No,
Come
they
on,
said
bro.
right now. It's like you need
I'm
someone by
sticking
your
right
side.
now.
with GSP. I'm sticking with GSP. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just reeled off a bag of movies he's in, but he's an actor.
I'm not gonna lie. GSP. Did you see when GSP fought Michael Bisbee?
He fucked up Michael Bisbee.
Yeah, but it's not
No.
that. It's old GSP compared to new GSP. It's like a different thing, you know.
Well, you lot would doubt that GSP can still fold a man in.
No, I'm
No,
not
of
saying
course
that.
not.
No, of course he can. But remember, we're talking about some serious guys now, though.
Peterson says, "Would you sign Walker Peters and move Trent in midfield?" For me, yes.
Yes.
I'll take Walker
absolutely. That should be the move this summer, in my opinion.
100.
Ad says, breaking. Jude set to miss the Euro 24 qualifiers due to growing fears he needs a knee surgery. He's been overplayed. Yeah, 100% he has.
Yeah, I've seen the news. There's breaking news about he could potentially miss the Euros because of a knee. He might need knee surgery. That's speculation.
Jade activist says we finished 19th in duels and finished 5th. A miracle. It kind of is, to be fair.
19th in duels
In midfield duels.
That
I
is
think what that kind of goes to show you though is that statistics don't always paint the picture. Because it's true, you can't be 5th in the league and be because there's so much more to football than just.
No, of course, because
that
you got your
is, innit?
attacking players, you
get
got
what I'm
everything
saying?
else. No, 100.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It's not just that. Yeah, agreed. It's not just that.
But that just goes to show if you start in midfield, then surely you've got a team again, right?
Of course, yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah.
Rebuild the midfield.
Harry says, Klopp says, I will be busy on the phone this summer.
No, someone in the chat is moving mad.
Jeannie said, fellas, each of you have the opportunity to manage the other two as a manager. Which person do you think would question your tactics first when things aren't going well and you might have to bench?
That's
Both.
obvious.
What, fellas? You each have an opportunity to manage the other two as a manager.
Callum's questioning my tactics way before Matt.
No,
Facts.
facts. For me,
100%.
who will question my tactics more?
100%.
It might be Callum again.
And I'll be able to feel him burning a hole in my back with his stare when he's on the bench.
it might be Callum again. For me, it might be Callum as well. Just trying to think because man will do the 4-3-3 or the 4-2-3-1 or something. It'll be like, I'll drift your striker. Be like, Cal, you cool with a centre mid role. And Cal's like, yeah, but who's playing DM? No, but you're playing CM. Don't worry about who's playing DM. You do what you need to do.
Can we just make it clear though? I wouldn't do it in a disrespectful way. I'd actually.
No, of course not. But no one said that.
Yeah,
What's your?
no,
what,
I want to make that clear though.
Are you
not
you're
at
CM
first.
as well? Yeah.
Depends how long it drags out for. Right?
Imagine, yeah, man's literally about to play. And man's just looking at you like.
You know, one of
Say
these,
no.
I'll be like, Cal, get yourself ready. You're coming on. Cal, be like, I didn't even bring my boots this week. What was the point? Well, you ain't got your boots. I didn't bring my boots, bruv.
I would never do that. You know, I'd always go out there. I'd run my heart out for the team, but after the game, we'd have words, man. We'd have to. I'd just be like, why?
So
did
that's
you
what I'm
do
saying.
that?
So
I mean, you look tried to question me not taking Saka to the World Cup, and I came on with the trophy. I'm just saying, like, my tactics might look questionable, but there's always
is
a
that
reason.
what man's doing?
But the game was rigged for England, bro.
No, we're not doing
Cal,
this.
tell him. Cal,
We're
tell
not
him.
doing
Cal
this.
saw.
No.
We're not doing
Cal,
Cal knows.
You
Cal
get
knows.
full credit, Drift, but the game
You
was
get
rigged
credit.
for England.
I'm not getting any credit. You
credit.
just said
No,
it was
no,
rigged, bruv. That's
No, you
fully
get
taking
credit.
away all
No,
the credit.
You get credit, but it was rigged.
I had to get past Matt to get to that final, bruv.
Cal,
And do you
when
remember
me
that
and
game, Drift?
bro.
Yeah,
Do you remember the
Yeah.
games that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had as well?
yeah.
Like,
yeah. I tactically made his team get possession, think that they had the game, and then counter-attacked on him and got the
No,
job
You're
done,
doing
bruv.
too much. You
is
should have
the
just said I
BS
got
leave
lucky.
This is why I'd question your tactics, bro, because you say stuff like this.
You should have said you
Hey,
got
big up
lucky.
AD. AD's a member, so he's seen it, so he knows. I tactically outfought Matt in that game. I sat back, let him have possession, counter-attacked on him, and won the game. Are we gonna say that wasn't how I won the game?
AD, put a 1 if Drift is
So-
telling the
so
truth,
why
or
did
put
they-
a 2.
It wasn't your goalkeeper man of the match.
You
in that
know
game.
what time it was. You was
No,
getting
Harry Kane was
peppered
man of
left,
the
right,
match
and center.
in that
You got
game, bro.
lucky.
Are you
bro.
sure?
It was
Got
Harry Kane.
peppered.
Bro, you had like 2 shots all game, bro.
Had
Matt
like 19
23.
shots, bro. Are you crazy?
AD said, I shot
You
you
done
down,
them
bro.
smash and grab thing. Come on, man.
Bang, bang. I
You
shut
got the
you
smash and-
down.
But I'll give you the ratings though. You got the smash and grab thing.
Smash
Jay
and grab,
says
you know.
Wesley
Yeah, that one's
Snipes.
there.
Wesley Snipes, he's a martial artist too. Hey, Wesley can handle himself.
Yeah.
Wesley,
No, he
Wesley was
can.
meant to fight Joe Rogan at one stage.
Joe Rogan.
If we're talking about actors who actually know what they're doing, though, I'd go Keanu Reeves, right? Like
Not
we're
about
talking about an
Wesley.
actor. No, I think Keanu Reeves would be good. Like I think he'd be
Michael
better
J.
than
White,
Wesley
White's
Snipes.
your-
No, I'm
Michael J.
saying that
White,
over
White's
Wesley
your
Snipes.
Keanu. Oh, over Wesley, yeah.
I'd go Keanu Reeves over, especially as Matt said right now. Like Wesley's an old guy now, isn't it? So
Yeah, not now though. No, yeah, they're not.
Honesty says, off-topic question: who was a dancehall king or queen of the 90s? Beanie Man, Shabba, Buja. There's also a female name, but I forgot.
Of the 90s.
Lady
That's
Saw. Probably Lady Saw's the person you're thinking
yeah.
of.
Oh, yeah.
probably later.
Pop-
I'm gonna be
yeah.
biased because I think Beanie Man is probably
Yeah,
the
Beanie-
best
Beanie.
reggae artist. And I know people think I'm being mad because
Bounty,
Marley.
Bounty.
Nah, for me, it might be
Bounty,
Bounty.
like,
For me, it's Bounty.
Bounty's a G as well, though.
You know, for me, it's Bounty Killer.
Yeah.
I like
Bounty,
everybody
Bounty.
on that list. I like them
Beanie
all.
sick. No, they're all sick. Even Shabba ranking though.
But I've seen
Even
Shabba
Shabba.
live. Shabba brings the energy, bro. It's
Yeah,
a
Even
mad
Shabba.
thing, bro.
But for me, it might be Bounty. But
It's Beanie Man for me, though.
no, because I could even hear some tunes right now.
Yeah,
Hey,
same.
Beanie Man is
same.
my favorite dancehall artist of all time. So I'm gonna
Obviously,
be
I'm
biased.
fair play. Yeah, no, he's a
I'm
legend, though.
gonna be biased.
Legend.
Have you not seen Beanie Freestyle? It's ridiculous, bro.
Nah.
No,
He's on that Eminem thing, bro.
but no, Bounty
Mad.
for me.
Some
Bounty's just...
gunshot in the air. Nah, Beanie's cold, man.
No, Beanie Cobo. Bounty's. Oi, listen. I wish I could play some. You know
That's
what?
I was saying.
YouTube used to get
Memories
this
don't live like
copyright.
people do.
People do.
Up,
I know.
It's all about. Hey, don't get me started.
Yeah,
But you're sleeping on Bounty.
No, I'm not
Because
sleeping on him. I promise you, man.
You know what?
I ain't sleeping about it.
No, I think you. I think the
No,
people need to
Matt,
listen
no,
to Bounty.
Matt, no, no. No. We worked too hard and too long to lose this channel now on the road to 30k. No. When you've got out your system, Matt, then you can come back in the stream, bro.
Oh shit! I just realized what was gonna happen. Did he try and get us a copyright?
Yeah, bro, I took him out and muted him, bro.
He was just about.
Be as well, you know.
No, Matt, behave yourself, bro. Behave yourself, bro.
No. I
saw it. I saw the cogs turning. I said,
because think about it, because remember before shows and whatnot, man will play the bounty killer, you know.
Yeah, listen. I know. That's why I knew you probably had it to hand, bro.
It was on Spotify. I had to type.
Remember, even to let the people in on a little secret, I tried my best to find a way around it so we could do it. It can't be done.
I can't be.
It can't be done.
If there's one thing that's jarring, I can't even lie. Like, and obviously everyone knows it, is that, and I get it because I understand why it's there. It's the whole copyright. Yeah. I get it because it's someone else's thing. I get it, but sometimes you just want to vibe. Like,
I'm not gonna lie though.
Yeah, a bit more relaxed. Like,
and if we get to a certain point, which I hope we do anyway, where we can put a little money in a couple of people's pocket, which allows us to be able to play music legally.
We don't believe in bribing and things like this.
No. You just have to pay for the copyright. You have to pay for the copyright.
You literally just said we could make some money and put it in people's pockets.
Yeah, the people who make the music, the copy, you pay for the rights to play.
Yeah, you have me going for a bit as well.
You got to specify that stuff, bro. Innit? Man, I ain't just admitting to coercion, you know. Yeah,
no.
You got money in the pocket, and then
you got to put the money in the pocket of the people who you have to pay the record label, and then once you pay the record label, then you can use it basically. And we get to that level, don't get twisted. We're having a clash live. Are you mad on a Friday night?
I am so down for that still.
Oh, I can't wait.
Depend on the era, depends on. But if it's a slow jam,
I've got it all set up, bro. You can only use an artist once, and you can't use the same song as someone else has played, and we go back to back to back, bro.
If it's a slow jam clash, just
it's whatever you want, bro.
I've won already. If it's slow jam, I've won.
But like I said, you can only use one artist one time, and you can't play a song that another person's already played.
That's calm.
Boom, that clash is coming.
Sultan says, "Man like Matt smokes GSP. What are you talking about?"
What? So this is some bounty. What?
Yeah,
smokes GSP.
You said you can't beat Woodley, but man saying you can take GSP.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I let the people them talk. I ain't saying nothing. I am not involved in any type of talk there, bro. Not involved.
Peterson says, as far as we've seen, is Trent more of a DM than a CM? No. I'd say more of a CM.
Him of the fierce. I'm like the
From what we've seen, though, he kind of moves into a 2 and a pivot more than he's more advanced, if you get what I mean.
But that's what Alonso is a 2 and a pivot, but you'd never say Alonso is a DM. You'd say he was a deep line playmaker. He's a
Alonso's a deep line playmaker.
I would probably say Trent played a little bit further back than Xavi used to, but I get what you mean.
Trent also.
He goes forward way more than it. He does. Do you know? If I'm being honest, he's actually
Gakpo's goal yesterday. He was on the byline, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. He kind of has a free role to.
He does a bit of both, innit? Yeah.
I've never seen Xabi Alonso go to the byline.
Never.
No, but when he goes byline, he's using his natural instinct as a right back. What he's been for the last 5 years.
He's a centre midfield. He's a box to box.
I actually think he's just a false 66. That's what he is, bro. He does what he wants, bro.
Brother needs to be in midfield, man. Jay says, if you could manage a non-Big Six club, which would it be and who gets the sack first? You can pick foreign teams.
If you could pick a non-6 big club, who would it be? Non-6.
I'd go in at Brighton and keep doing what they're doing.
I knew you were going to say Brighton. I'm going to say...
I was going to say Dortmund, but they're a top team in their league.
Are Newcastle top 6? Would you say?
They just finished 4th.
They just finished.
No. Just this season, but like in general.
Well, effectively, Jay said non-Big Six. Newcastle are seen as a Big Six team.
Well, I guess technically Newcastle counts then. Well, then Tottenham don't. Tottenham still a Big Six.
No, Tottenham are Big Six. That's what I'm saying. Tottenham are, but Newcastle
are they really?
Are you picking Newcastle? If you're not picking Newcastle, I'm picking Newcastle.
No, I said I'm picking Newcastle.
Okay, if he's not
if I'm allowed to pick them though.
Then I'm going Aston Villa then. Aston Villa got
Yeah, man.
stupid money as well.
Yeah, you got Coutinho as well still.
Actually, do you want to know what?
Generate some
You
money.
lot are
off
missing.
it.
You lot are missing the trick here.
Did you hear the comment? Matt, do you hear what he said? I think he's generate some money off him as well still. That's what he said, you know. That's the first thing man said. Generate some money.
Of course, I'm selling Coutinho, bro. We can barely stay fit. I'm going to
but
Villa. I'm selling Coutinho.
Yeah, but what if he
lot have
looks
just
at you
missed
like
the
how he looks
trick.
at Gerrard?
You lot have missed the trick on this whole thing.
You go.
I'm going Everton, and I'm getting them relegated.
What's that inside
But
man?
no, but then you get-
Inside man, bro.
But you'll get
No,
sacked first.
No. Sorry. What's that film where the man goes underneath the whole? Is it Law Abiding Citizen with
Yeah.
the whole time man built that tunnel? Yeah, that's drift still.
No, I'm
Under the
going
prison,
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Obviously, if Matt didn't pick Newcastle, it's Newcastle.
Yeah.
We get sacked first. It'd probably be it'd probably be me because I ain't doing this clock thing where I'm gonna come out and defend the owners if I'm not getting what I want as a manager. I'm just.
But you've got a lot of money though to be because
I
Villa
know.
got decent money. I think.
Yeah, no, but they might not agree with my philosophy in it. So I'm just.
We can only go on the evidence that we have, right? And it
Yeah.
probably would be Cal. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
I wasn't even
He-
gonna say that.
He,
you
he's
know?
bottom of the league and he didn't get out of the group.
Hey, do you see drift?
Raw. Raw. Oh, raw.
I didn't even say nothing.
Raw.
I didn't say nothing. Bro.
Raw.
Drift just said, going by the premise, yeah, it kind of looks like.
I just
You,
walked
fam.
up to me, dashed the drink in my face, and said, "Hold that, bro. You said you're thirsty."
No,
You
I
ain't
said
part
no
anymore,
disrespect,
are you,
bro.
No, but you know what makes it worse? When someone says no disrespect, but they disrespect you.
Probably couldn't have been any more disrespectful, bro. All you have to say was just
I
cow.
was- I
He
wasn't
had
being.
the
I wasn't.
context, bro.
No, because if I don't add the context, and I look like I'm being shady.
I did context myself though. You just went a step further and said, "Nah, I'm gonna pee on this guy." Like, gonna pee on this guy.
My bad. I'm just, I was just trying to
Pause,
be
pause,
honest.
Pause.
Jeannie says, "Fellas, your son plays for Liverpool, but is in the basement settings, or your son plays for Everton and scores the goal for them to win the league. Choose one."
Everton.
This is a joke. It's a joke.
No, Everton. All jokes aside, I want my son to be successful. I'm not putting him in a basement. Everton, and he scores the winner.
It depends. Like, has
I've
the
got to
basement...
I've got to put my son before my love of the
No,
football.
I hear that.
I
But
have
as
to.
the basement, like, I need
Did
I
Liverpool
need
win the league
definitive
when they was
details.
in the basement?
Has the basement got Wi-Fi, widescreen TV, 4K?
No, bro. He ain't even. It's Papillon settings. He's not even getting daylight, bro.
Wait. I need to know. Did Liverpool win the league while he was in the basement?
That's what I'm saying. Was he just not part of it? Like,
Because if he's in the basement, technically he still gets a winner's medal, right?
but I know what people are gonna do. They're gonna say he was just like part of this. Like, let's say they didn't win that, and then he was just there in it. That's what they're gonna say in it.
Have you lot seen Papillon
No, I haven't. No,
when he gets put in isolation?
no, I
No
haven't seen it.
daylight.
That,
no
no,
nothing, bro.
that must be something else. That might be kind
Nah.
of like is it Prison Break, Carl, where they get put in that? Remember, there's that one bit in Prison Break.
Yeah.
They get put in one.
They're getting put in isolation where you're just
kind of
like,
like an
in
isolation thing.
darkness.
Yeah. Just bare
No
dark.
bed,
sorry.
no nothing,
Genie,
bro. Just
Genie, could you
concrete.
just specify what Liverpool, where did they finish that season?
Nah, someone went. You man, look at Tron's message. I wasn't even gonna. Don't say the name. Just that's horrible. Still.
I need to know where. I
Where
need
is
to know
he
where.
now?
Where did Liverpool finish?
I
I
think
need
he's
to
still
know
at
where
thingy,
Liverpool
you know?
finished. Genie, if you're still there, bro, where did Liverpool finish? I need to know because that adds context to the situation.
Not really, bro. The man will be on the parade bus knowing he had nothing to do with it, bro.
I don't know.
Like nothing
Everton
to
is
do
a
with it
myth,
at all,
though.
bro.
That's the rival, bro.
No, I hear it, but I've got to put my son's success. He just scored the winning goal. I would forget who he played for in that moment and just be like, my son just made history. Come
I
on,
need
man.
context.
Are
You know why?
not honestly
Because
telling
if my
me
son's
that
on
he would
200 grand a week or something, but the manager don't like him or something, it'll be like, don't worry, man. Like, next, you go somewhere. I need context, so I'm not really answering. I need context. I need
You
what
lot would-
wages.
You lot would turn your son into Adrian.
No.
I
Good.
tend to
How
get
what-
how
good
long
thing
is he in the
though,
basement? If
right?
he's in the basement for 1 year, he can
I'm
get in the
not-
basement for 1
I
year.
actually haven't answered the question. I just need a little bit more context.
Yeah. Like, is
I'm
he
going on-
there
To be
for
honest
the
with you,
year?
It's a very difficult one for me.
Yeah.
Like, I was at the park with Stevie and Robbie today wearing Liverpool kits. I mean, those photos aren't just going to disappear. And the Everton fans going to treat them good because they've got photos of them when they were kids wearing Liverpool kits.
Genie's saying Liverpool finished second.
Champions League spot.
And if he's only there for the year, he can survive.
Your son ain't even getting on the plane, Cal. If he's in the basement, he doesn't even go on the trip.
Carvalho goes on all the trips, bro.
I don't
He
think
does.
he does, bro.
No, he does. He does.
Yeah,
He
he
does.
does. He does on
He
the
does.
trip.
He
I
does.
think
He
I
does.
think they leave him at AXA training while the team goes. I don't think he
fam.
goes,
He's
bro.
there. He's there.
He's
No,
not even in the match. If you're not selected, you don't go.
Carvalho's always
remember
there.
you got to register your squad, right? If you're not
Yeah.
registered, you don't go on the trip.
No, you still can travel though. You just might not be part of the playing
bruv,
squad.
there's no room
You know
on
what,
the
guys?
plane.
I'm
bruv.
gonna be real with you. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna go with whatever decision my son decides to make. And
Oh,
knowing
what a
Stevie and Robbie,
on-the-fence answer.
how much they love their dad and how much they love Liverpool, I'm sure they'll make the right decision. If not,
Well,
I hope their mother.
like I said, if he's on a good salary and he understands that he's taken this year, this hit for the year, man can respect that. I respect that. Yeah, I'm saying it's 1 year in it on the bench or 1 year in the basement. You can go and you're still going to do better things.
But I'm gonna have to celebrate Everton winning the league.
That's crazy. I
No,
can't
you
do that.
celebrate your son winning the league.
With
It's
Everton.
both. It's both.
Yeah,
No.
but I can separate it. I can separate it 100%. And you know what he does after that winning goal? He gets his move to a Real Madrid or one of these.
All right,
bad
all
boy
right, all right,
clubs.
Giff. All right, cool. So you lot be all right with me coming on Kopish, yeah? Being all happy and Larry that Liverpool just lost the league to Everton because my son, because Stevie or Robbie scored the winning goal. You'd be all right with that, yeah? How that
I
streak go, Giff?
100%. I'm
You're
not
liars,
bullshitting.
you're
No,
liars.
Cal. I am
You're
not
lying,
bullshitting. I would
lying.
be over
You're
the
lying.
moon for
You're lying.
Stevie
Look,
if
Matt,
he was
you
just
li-
scored the
you
are
winning goal.
lying,
No,
Giff.
I
no,
know
I'm
you,
not
bro.
lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Bro,
Such
I
a
would
liar.
be over the moon if Stevie
Nah,
just
nah.
scored the winning goal to win Everton the league. I'm not
Bro,
bullshitting. I
you
swear
are
to you,
a
I'm
liar,
not
bro.
bullshitting.
bro,
That
you
would mean
be,
more for that moment.
You would be
Liverpool
happy.
can win another title.
You hate
Bro,
Everton the most.
I know I do, bro, but we're making this personal now. I love Robbie more than I hate Liverpool. I mean, more than I hate Everton. Like, when it gets personal, we got to change the parameters of the scenario here, guys.
You ain't celebrating.
Are
I'll
you
be
lot
honest,
honestly telling me that you lot will put your ute in a
You,
basement?
no. You're saying what you're saying
don't
is
do that. Drift. I didn't say that. I said I'd go with whatever decision my son decided to make.
All right, you said that, Matt. You're turning Kyrie into Artur.
no.
That's what you're doing, bro.
I never
if
said
you don't
that.
give him the Everton
What
winning
did I?
goal,
What were my
you're
specific
turning him
words?
into
What were my
Artur.
specific
He plays
words?
13 minutes, and
What?
that's all he gets. all
My
season.
specific words were, okay, if it's for a year, like, is he
No, but you're
is he on a
changing
good?
the parameters.
on.
But
there.
I asked,
Hold on.
I asked, I asked these
wait.
questions though.
More context. Fellas, your son
the
asked you to
questions.
come on stage and celebrate with Everton after winning goal and picture will be taken.
I'm still
Huh?
letting my son
Huh?
score the winning goal.
Huh?
I'm still letting my
DLP,
son score the
hold it
winning
down.
goal.
All right, Jeff, I'm not gonna lie. After
I
this
can
stream, you can
see
go roll with Tom
barely-
Davis and them man there. Go roll with Tom Davis and them man there, fam.
And guess what? I'm gonna be writing in little man's card for his next birthday. All right.
That's all well and good. But just
The
know,
thing is, we can ask
just
these
know
questions.
you'll
I
be
know
a blue at heart.
Yeah, Stephen,
You'll be a blue at heart, though. That one's there, you know. Can never run. Never.
man, then we'll be
mad
turning
still.
up. Man, we turn up at Anfield, but ain't you Drifty, the guy that used to run Kop-Ish?
And you just
Here he
but
is.
what happened? Oh yeah, you know what, like.
I said my son is a professional footballer. Talk to
Yeah,
me.
my son's a baller, fam. He plays with
Some
like
plays for the Blues, doesn't he? Some plays
plays
for the
with
Blues.
he plays
Yeah,
with Holgate
fine,
in them
fine.
man now still.
Look at him,
Yeah.
dirty Drifty. Left.
And
Jordan
then
Pickford.
the whole world will be talking about my
Yeah, my
son
son's
like they
good friends
talk
with
about
Pickford now,
Haaland.
you know. Yeah, my son's best friends with Pickford still. Yeah, the one that ended Van Dijk's career. Yeah, that guy there. still.
No. You took it too far, mate. You took it
What
too
do you
far,
mean?
mate.
But he's
Took it too
Everton though.
far.
What do you mean?
Took it too far, man.
You're Everton through and through as well now.
Pickford won't be playing because my son would have 2-footed him in training.
What you think? What you think? You won't be goalkeeper coach? You must be mad.
Who, Pickford?
Yeah, he'll still be there.
He ain't good enough to coach. He's barely good
Bruv,
enough to play.
Listen, like I said, you're with Tom Davis and them man now, you know.
Yeah, those are your boys.
Hey, your brethren, fam. Your brethren.
Yerry Mina and that. Punjabi Ian Russell.
Me now, you know.
Mean is no longer an Everton player, Cal.
Maybe we'll resign him.
Seamus Coleman will be the director. How about that? He'll still be there.
I ain't got an issue with Coleman.
I got an issue with all their players, bro.
All their play, but this ever what's this guy say that
You've
other issue?
changed, man. You've
Bro.
really changed, bro.
You're blue at heart. I can't lie. You're blue, fam. You're blue.
You've
Alright,
changed.
what-
brother.
Man, have changed, fam.
What's worse, Kyrie playing for Man United or Stevie playing for Everton?
What kind of questions are these, bro?
That wouldn't happen, though.
It wouldn't even
No.
happen.
I want an answer. What's worse,
Nah,
Kyrie
can't
playing for Man
answer, you
United
know
or
why?
Stevie
Yeah,
playing
we're not
for
gonna
Everton?
answer this.
We're not gonna answer. We don't need to answer that. We don't need to answer that. You need to answer your question.
Yeah,
In fact, no,
I'll
to
go-
be fair, you already have.
I answered my question.
So you're blue then. You're
I'm
true
not
blue.
blue. I'm a dad.
You're
And
true
I love
blue,
my
though.
son, and I'm
You're
not putting
true
him in the
blue.
basement.
I'm
I'm
a
not
dad.
putting him in the basement.
Right, do you love your son?
I'm not
Yes,
putting
I'm a
him in
dad.
the basement. I ain't putting my son in no basement. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not
No, of
putting
You're
my
not
course
son
putting
in
him
no
in the
basement.
basement. The manager's putting him in the basement.
You
No,
just-
you've made the decision, Cal. You've got the genie, and you're the one who gave the wish, bruv. You put him in the basement.
I trust my son to get himself out of the basement. How about that?
This is have belief in your son. Have belief, fam.
I have faith in my son to turn things around.
My son might be in the red basement. Your son's on the blue stage. That's calm. Let him be on the stage. But he can never go to a red stage, though, afterwards.
I'd rather be able to call my son a Premier League winner, to be honest.
My son will always be
You
a Premier League
just
winner.
on a flex. My son will always be a winner in my eyes, no matter
In
where.
life. Not even about football. You take this thing.
Man said they have to achieve the
But my
pinnacle
mate's
of the game,
Liverpool.
you know, for love.
But my mate Liverpool, but he didn't make the start 11.
Look at Drifty Joe Jackson up there, bro, just chilling.
Plus, you know why? No reason why I wouldn't even get upset. You know, Klopp has his favourites already, so man wouldn't even get upset.
Joe Jackson,
yeah.
bro. Drifty Joe Jackson, bro.
Man wouldn't even get upset, bro.
What's your strongest and worst attribute in FIFA? Example: skill, pace, and heading. Strongest.
What at playing the game or
if
in
we were
real life?
footballers. If we were footballers,
my-
what our strongest attribute and weakest
Pace
attribute?
would be my strongest attribute.
Dribbling and
Heading would have been my worst.
probably say strongest dribbling, pace, and skill. Top three attributes. Yeah.
Iron Matt,
Really,
remember?
man didn't even just name off one. Man reeled off the whole. I said,
Man, I understand. If certain man know that I've played. Like,
Remember,
in fact, you know what?
he's Ajahn Matt, remember?
Cow. Do you remember
I know
when
what
we
you're gonna say on top? Big up the boys on top.
Hey, see, hey, does
Got
have not
on
have
top
to be
of the
careful
ball.
when me and Kyle do the NBA thing because you see how Kyle already knew what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because when we went to the
D-Man
on top thing,
and the brothers
you
are
know the
on
same
top of them.
person, and I said, "Can I?" I ain't gonna say no.
My strongest attribute,
Ragoness.
no.
Man, trying to say
He's reading off the game a FIFA attribute. You guys know I'm not a gamer. He's reading the game of FIFA
Nah,
attribute.
not really.
not an attribute in FIFA, but in real life, yeah. Because IQ, but if you, footballing
So
IQ is one of the most.
what are the FIFA attributes then, guys?
If we're talking from
they're
a
very
mental
they're very
perspective,
basic,
then
Cal. It is literally skill, pace, shooting.
It's more like
dribbling.
physical. It's more like physical
Yeah, like-
attribute. Yeah, there are not really mental attributes.
Not really.
like
I
that.
don't think it has mentality, does it? In
Not-
FIFA, I don't think so.
No, not mental attributes.
No.
Composed.
Did Pro have mental, Matt? I think Pro used to have a mental attribute.
It's more
did it
football,
not?
man. If
Okay,
this is football,
I've
more
got
football.
it here. So strength, agility, balance. Oh no, this is. Oh,
Kyle, a
Hold
man
on.
said your pace is 15 on FIFA.
No, I've never been a 15.
No, Callum ain't slow.
Callum not slow. That's crazy.
I'd probably say my
Reaction.
strongest would be defending. Then, weakest I'd probably say shooting.
Are you more DMCM or CMDM?
There's a reason why he loves Besetic, bro.
he
He sees it. He sees himself in him, isn't it?
No, but I'm just asking. I know, but I have
I'll be
an
honest.
idea.
No,
Yeah.
I would more say I'm more of a DM because I can only play with certain type of forward pause. I can only play 10 with certain type of strikers. Like, if you're a striker that, like, I don't think I play well with a Firmino, for example.
You need someone like me who's going to keep making the running behind
Yeah,
the defender.
yeah. I'd probably play well with a Darwin, for example, more so. Even though I prefer to play the game
Someone to
with.
stretch
If I
the
play
play when
DM
you
and
could-
Firmino was playing in my team, that's my dream scenario. But if I had to play centre midfield and play as a 10,
Yeah.
I'd need a Nunes or a Haaland type of player.
Okay.
Me and Matt couldn't play together because I know Matt wouldn't pass or cross.
That is, you know what?
We
gonna
say
be
you
honest,
can't make a
bro.
run because you don't know if Matt is jinxing
So hold on,
or...
It's not the pass ain't coming. He's taking a shot 100%.
So hold on. So Morris didn't play Vardy then. They never played together, and they win a title. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't think
No,
Mahrez
that's what I'm gonna
is
say.
greedy.
That's what
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
say.
Mahrez is greedy though.
But Morris, but Morris
The
knows.
question is, are you greedy, Matt?
Bro, I swear on
Matt,
my
keep
kids,
a straight
bro.
face and
I'm
say
not
that you're
greedy.
not greedy, bro.
He just
I'm
said
not
he's
greedy.
scoring a kid, so...
No, bro, I'm not greedy, bro. On a level, I'm not greedy. And bro, trust me,
I'm gonna take that personal then, bro, because you're greedy around me.
Nah, bro. Nah. Come on, bro. Never. No. I'm not greedy.
And you'd be inverted, right?
Yeah. But I could do left, but
I need the traditional
no, but I could do
so
left,
they're
I could
gonna
do old
cross the
school.
ball.
I started off old school. I started off old
on the
school.
last man and do no work, bro.
100%.
Do you know this guy? This guy's like,
I'm doing up the Michael Owen thing. I'm just
Nah,
on the
you're not
shoulder.
you're not
them,
Michael
man.
Owen.
Game.
You're one of them, man. Just want to lie on your back, brother. Look up at the ceiling and enjoy what's going on, bro.
I love how people are cussing off my weak foot. I swear Iron
Bloody
Robin's weak
lazy,
foot was the
bro.
same as mine.
Bloody lazy, bro.
Just
No,
lazy,
bro.
you know?
I'm old school, bro. I just get the job done. I'm a
You're
gunman.
late. No,
That's
but
it.
you are lazy.
I'm
though.
just here to
lazy,
collect goals.
bro.
You're lazy.
Man,
No,
don't
no,
wanna
no, I'm
get
not
involved
lazy.
in-
I'm
No,
not
I reckon
lazy.
me and you would fall out during the
None of them
game
play,
still.
bro.
Because
No,
if
no,
I
I'm not
take on
lazy
2
in
man,
this.
if
No,
I dub
I'm
2
not
man,
lazy
You know how
in
much
this.
work I'd have to do in the 10, man? Do you know how
Bro,
much work?
if I dub 2 man and then I
And
see
you know
Drifters
Jiffy's
go,
the type,
oh,
man, if
I
the
made the
pass
run
ain't
and
perfect,
you
know he's gonna
didn't
look back
pass
to
it
you and go,
sooner. I'll be like, bro, but I was waiting for you. I can see all of that.
My movement was on smash. My movement was on smash.
Was you offside a lot?
Depends how long you take to pass.
See what I'm saying?
You
lazy, bro. You lazy.
No, but you know what? I was so quick, it was hard to stay on side. I'm gone. You've got to play the pass quicker. I'm offside.
Bro, if you can.
It-
No, it's obviously, yeah, no. Obviously, no one kind of knows, but it would have been sick though that if we were all like back in the day playing together.
Yeah, I
been
wish we could roll back the time.
Yeah, we
and
should
look
go
at that
roll
thing.
it back, you know.
No, but I was
Listen.
a hard worker. My job was to just score a goal.
Bro, I won't even go into this. I can't say it on stream, but you see, back in the day, when I was traditional left wing, it weren't like there was no inverted back when I first started playing football.
Yeah.
There was no inverted, and it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
get back. It was all that traditional, like strap a stick to your man.
You got to remember, because we're talking
Up
old
and down
school
the
traditional
pitch.
football. I was told not to drop back. If I came back for corners, the manager would scream at me, "Get on the halfway line! What you
Yeah.
do?" Like it was about countering. I wasn't allowed to help defend. You got what I mean?
But back
When
in the day, it was
back in the day,
4-4-2 rigid Ryan Giggs. Bro, I remember because I was just like, I'm doing bare running. See other man not doing that much running. But you know why that is? I won't even go into it, but you know what that was.
I needed an Emil Heskey.
They just saw PMP in it. That's what they saw.
Yeah, they did, bro.
They just saw that. I thought, yeah, we'll roll with it until
The manager probably said, "Let's go. Don't stick Dwayne Chambers out on the wing. He's left-footed as well." What they said, bro.
that's a bit of a specimen, left-footed as well. Oh my gosh. But yeah.
No, Andy, we're not going to start this narrative. I had work rate. Man, I had hella work rate. I just played my role.
Jamrock
moving
says
like
hearing Bellingham knee issues might be chronic. Yeah, I've heard that as well.
I hope that's not the case, you know.
I
Yeah,
hope
so
for
do
his
I.
sake it's not true. But I
No.
did say.
Peterson says Everton is worse. At least Man U is a big club, not scums that play defense to stop Liverpool winning the league. P word.
No, but Peterson, Man United winning the league affects Liverpool even more directly.
This one's got me still. I can't even lie.
Jay says Drifty is a pace merchant. Patson Daka.
I've got no shame in saying Patson Daka probably is a very similar type of player to what I was.
You must have been better than Patson, bro.
Patson Daka.
Patson Daka is probably a very similar type of player.
Do you remember when the people were having a go at us because we didn't agree with what they were saying?
But I wasn't good enough to play for Liverpool either, bro.
No, I'm not saying
I'm good with that, bro.
But that setting there is mad. A man, nah. Jay, are you crazy?
Jay says Matt Weakfoot and Anthony settings. That's deep.
Nah, it's better than Anthony settings because Anthony literally is scared to even go byline.
Can you not switch play with your weaker foot if you had to?
Yeah. Honestly, I swear down I could. It might not always be
from standing, like the ball's under your feet. You can just knock it a little bit and then okay.
Of course I could. Yeah.
Can you really, Matt? Yeah.
Are you trying to say the Mick?
I'm not. I'm just asking, bro.
Are you trying to say the Mick?
I'm just asking, bro.
Bro, I kid you not. You know the next, like obviously I don't know
just
what
asking,
the next
bro.
games, banter games or whatever. We'll do some weak foot trials or whatever. But don't sleep on my weak foot, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, what I do now would not be what I could do. I'm dusted now. But back in the day, yeah,
it's still technique though.
No, that's not like riding a bike, bro. You lose it.
No, you don't lose technique. Just once you get the ring, no, but that's technique, not like thing.
Yeah, I would actually be more rhythm in it.
Yeah,
my left foot was my left foot was actually kind of good. Like my finishing with my left foot was actually brilliant. But I don't know about switching play, like a 40-yard left foot pass. Nah, I probably couldn't do that. Like a whole switch.
I could stand it still, but if someone's but it's different. So if someone passes the ball into space and then I'm trying to switch it. It probably wouldn't be that accurate. But like
basically, if you was playing right wing, could you cross the ball?
Yeah, I've done it a few times before. Yeah. But it wasn't not consistently. There's a difference though. And like I said, it depends on if the ball's played into space and I had time, I could do it. If the ball was like more standing still, I could do it. Like if I beat a man, then I've got time. But if I'm rushing, beat a man, and I'm trying to go get a cross in, I might mess it up in it or potentially. Or I'll just go back to my left, innit?
Anthony says drift work rate on FM is 5 out of 10.
No,
that is
low. That is low, you know.
Anthony says Matt cuts in on his right and the defender low.
Wow.
Nah, Jay, this is Libby's.
I'm not gonna lie. You didn't want to face me in football. I'm not gonna say. You see, when it comes to football,
that's unfit for work.
If there's one thing that no one can talk to me about is my footballing ability. I was a shower man when it comes to football. Are you crazy? Hey, listen.
I wouldn't say I was ever a shower man, but
no, I was serious.
Job that needed doing.
Certain man know about me. That's what I'm gonna say. Different.
I wasn't a shower man, but I definitely got the job done.
Trust me.
Vacabon says, what is your favorite track sport? 100 meter, 200, 400 relay, javelins, etc. Triple jump, triathlon, long distance. What's you guys? If you're 100 in it.
For me, 100.
Although I did get bronze in the mini marathon as a kid.
I did long jump, you know. Long jump.
I was amazing at long jump.
But long jump still.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not even gassing. I was amazing at long jump.
I'd say
100 meters was my speciality, though.
800 or 1500 for me.
Never tried triple jump because it just looked like your knees just took way too much damage.
Yeah, bro. You're a bad man, you know.
I weren't into that. Do you know what I was surprisingly good at? Shot put. I was really good at shot put.
I'd hate to see that.
Shot put.
Man just hoisting it here, you know.
I was good at javelin. I was serious at javelin, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Cal. I was very good.
I just honesty, you know.
and I was a school
I just
badminton
hoisted
champion
it, you
as
know,
well.
just
So.
under the ear,
Javelin,
bro.
javelin for me. No, I was decent at javelin.
No,
still.
Cal, have you
Javelin.
ever done shot put, Cal?
Yeah, I've held it, bro. I was skinny growing up though, so I didn't really do that. Shot put probably weighed about as much as my whole skull,
No,
bro.
the shot.
Well, could you man do javelin? I was serious at javelin as well, you know.
Oh no.
Javelin still.
I could do javelin, but
Strong
shot
arm
put-
and that.
You, man.
Javelin,
Growing up, I was
mad.
skinny. I was a skinny brother.
No, I was skinny as well, but mum, I just
Nah,
had like
I'm talking about
mad
toothpick.
strength.
I was
Mm.
toothpick skinny.
Oh, fair play, fair play,
Yeah, it looked like beanpole, bro. I was skinny, bro.
fair play.
I
fair play.
could never ever get my head around hurdles. I just
I
couldn't
think
get
the
my
hurdles
head
as well.
around.
Swear down. Hurdles
Couldn't
is like
get my
work,
head
you know.
around hurdles, bro.
Not now.
I
though.
saw one of my brethren do hurdles and really hurt himself. I said, I'm never doing that.
Yeah, no, but this is what I'm saying because I was so quick. You had to be good to be quick and make the hurdle. Otherwise, you end up face planting in a lot of trouble. No, I'm
Bro,
not
he
joking, bro.
No, do you know what it is though? Do you know the thing is
Yeah,
hurdles?
man,
All jokes
no,
aside, all jokes aside. If hurdles was all about stride pattern for me.
Yeah,
Because you know what it is, you realize it's how many strides you get for you. Because if you
Mm.
miss stride, that's where the problem starts, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's when I learned how to
yeah,
do hurdles, isn't it? Then they showed you like get your stride pattern right and like how you actually jump over the hurdle. It's like basic things, but crucial things.
I
And stride
never,
pattern.
yeah.
But
I
if you
never
mess with
went-
your stride pattern, it's a problem because then you do the whole you gotta sort yourself
Bruv,
out.
as soon as your stride pattern is messed, you're done, bro.
finish.
You're a goner, bro.
M Shack Drift. Who wins? Cal v Matt basketball match 1v1. Oh, Matt. Matt should smoke me at basketball.
Yeah, I would do. I'll go Matt
Matt-
based on the fact that Cal's told me he's not good at basketball. I've never
Yeah,
seen either of them play.
But I've never played a basketball game in my life. I played basketball at school, like at PE and stuff, but never played in a match. Matt should smoke me at basketball.
I respect
Now,
that.
once
still.
again, God forbid I won. if
you
I
won-
beat you physically at basketball, you
If
ain't
you in
gonna want to show
basketball-
your face.
If you were in basketball, I would never talk about the sport again. I'm not joking. I'd actually
Hey,
say that I'm not
Cal.
talking about basketball.
I'll train you for free.
This guy thinks he's Steph Curry because he light skin.
I'll be real. You'd never let that one down, man. I wouldn't.
Yes, you know you got to do more than just shoot though.
Not when we're doing shooting.
And
as the
shooting
actual
and
thing.
shooting into a bin is different to shooting into a basket.
I tell
We
you
should
what
do-
we
I
should
really
do. We
That's
should,
what I'm saying.
we should have a Kopish games for our next special, and we should have badminton, basketball.
Badminton.
Badminton. I'm all right at badminton.
I'm a badminton player.
I was a school champion at badminton.
I don't play
like,
badminton.
I'm not gonna
But in
lie.
practice, Cal that ain't played
No.
basketball, bro.
I
But Cal's
kinda
never
fancy-
played basketball,
I
bro.
would kind of fancy myself at badminton. I'm not
I've
gonna lie.
never
Like,
played
no,
badminton.
that might be the one then. You
Yeah,
versus
I'm
me at
down for
badminton.
that.
That
Come
might
on.
be the one. Still.
All right, then, if we're gonna do that, then can you man play tennis?
Nah.
Yeah, I
couldn't
was
play
decent at tennis.
All right, so drift your. All right, so I can play tennis. Can
I
you?
grew
That's
up
a
too
basketball.
poor to play tennis, you man.
Can you
so-
man play I'm trying to think. Can you man play
Lying, bro.
That's
Big
a
up
rich
to
man
anyone,
sport.
Anyone
there,
who's
blood.
up in Thornheath will know about Trumbull Gardens. Free tennis court.
man
there.
said egg
Concrete-
and spoon?
Oh, concrete game, though. It's a concrete game, bro. Your tracksuit
Wait.
bottoms are a concrete game.
Wait, do you know what? Old school. I will play chess. I'll play chess old school, you know. I
See, I
remember
can't-
chess.
I've never. I played
play
one
chess.
chess match, and that was against the
One?
I'll play
I
I play you at checkers, but I ain't good at
Yeah,
chess.
checkers. I'm down for.
Chess. Man, I say
Chess.
chess.
I've never.
bro.
I'm chess and poker are
down
two
for
games
chess.
I've never played.
What about No, I can't really do.
There's a lot of options for our next Kopish games.
Yeah,
still.
there's a few.
It's
There's a
gonna be
few. Sure.
interesting.
Like dominoes. Shout out to Chris. We have to play
All
dominoes.
right, I'm down for an arm wrestle. I'm down for that.
I witnessed my bridge and snap his arm. During arm
Oh,
wrestling,
just
and
stop
ever since
trying.
then, I
No.
realised
Why
that-
no one's gonna snap their arm?
That's what he
Matt,
thought, bruv.
I'll be real, Matt. A lot of people snap a lot of arms. in
Bro,
there.
Are you
I'm
man
not
on the
joking,
arm
bruv.
wrestle team?
Bruv, arm
I'm not
wrestling
really,
is
no.
actually a
I don't even go
serious thing,
gym,
bruv.
bro.
It's not about that, bro.
Yeah.
We're not professionals.
So why are you
with
scared
techniques
about
or
breaking
rope-
arms?
Because
I
it's
don't
a
want a
very
broken
easy
arm,
thing
bro.
to do, bruv.
But
That's
just
like
doing
me-
an
that's
arm
like me
wrestle,
saying-
bro.
That's like me saying leg kick for leg kick, bro. Like,
Come on, bro. But
No,
this is
brother,
arm
I'm being
wrestle.
honest. I used to do arm wrestling and think it was a joke. And when I watched my brethren break his arm, so innocuous, I was like, I'm never arm wrestling again.
Yeah, but
It's
a lot of
actually
people-
very easy to break your arm, bruv, in arm
Wow.
wrestling. And I'm not being in a sling for 6 months over some
Bro,
joke.
arm wrestle's minor, bro.
Hey, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised, man. Not
That's
our
what
age.
that
When's the
yeah.
last time you did an arm wrestle?
I don't know, but I'm still willing to do one, though.
No, but remember, you probably last arm wrestled before you got your man strength and someone else had their man strength, bro.
No, but
It's a
bro,
different
it's one
game
of the
now,
things.
bro.
No, but you might. But imagine, I might be thinking I'm still as strong as it in my prime, but I'm not anymore. You might beat me, but I'm still
No,
up
but
for it.
No,
It's
it's
just
about the
man strength,
technique
though.
and
It's man
everything. Yeah,
strength.
it's mad.
And not as supple in the limbs, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, we could all be leaving the place, bro, in a bad way, bro.
Man's just got
Yeah,
a broken wrist, everything just mush up. What about
Um,
bowling? I'm definitely
No,
for
bro,
bowling.
no,
you
bro,
know?
it broke here.
Bowling. You man can bowl. I know
This
you man
is
can
where
bowl.
this is
Bowling,
where
I'm
the
down
arm
for.
broke, bro. Oh, bowling.
swear.
No, but bowling. Remember, for copyright reasons, bowling's too difficult. Remember, I would love to do bowling.
Yeah, but we could see. Oh, do you know what we got to do?
Golf.
Maybe the football golf thing.
Foot golf.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we'll do football golf.
We've had that in the plan for about 3 years.
I can't
Someone
lie.
said slap contest. Now you man are you man are
No
talking
way.
about slap contest. You man are crazy.
Bro, do you know what? Do you know how stupid slap
Yeah,
contests
like
are?
All slap contests will do will be you just see next show there'll be one man because every man will just be angry with one another. How you gonna
bro.
slap man in the face and tell man it's
bro.
contest?
I would love us all to do a jiu-jitsu class, not to compete against each other, but all of us just take part in a jiu-jitsu class.
So you could
Yeah,
feel
I'll be up
like
for that
so
too.
you could feel like me and
No.
Matt in the basketball.
But Carl would just be
Yeah,
Carl
oh,
already
yeah, yeah.
knows.
No, but I wouldn't roll with you, lot.
Oh, what you just saying? Just take a class and let us.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
can-
No, I'm not gonna roll with
feedback.
you. Yeah, I wouldn't roll.
You
with
know what it is? Because Carl don't want to laugh at man's technique and them things there.
No.
Be like, oh, look at
You
the
know,
way
but
he's-
it's not in a rude way.
You know
It's
when
kind of
Carl's
no
just sitting
point.
back looking at the footage, he's like,
Do you know why? Do you know
Why's
why?
Matt kick like that? Why?
Do you know why I say no? For 2 reasons. Number one, I'm claustrophobic, and number two, I do not deal well with bad ups. So if somebody has me pinned down and I can't get up, nah, bruv. I'm not in it. I'm not in it, bruv.
Pinned down, you know.
What
I'm
about
not in it,
boxing?
bro.
What about boxing class? That'd be
Yeah,
kind of cool.
I'll do boxing.
Boxing class be cool.
100%.
Again, I wouldn't spar with you guys, but I do.
No, because that obviously that'll get a bit.
No, I
techie,
would
innit?
even do the sparring. That would be fun. I'll do the sparring too.
Nah, I'm not sparring.
That would
with
be
you.
I
fun.
don't know, because I'm not good at it. There's no one here that would want to lose in sparring, innit?
No, but we're talking about like 16-ounce gloves and head guards, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah,
I'll give you an example.
I would spar.
No, but I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, we're sparring. It's all jokey. Obviously, how it's supposed to be. Then someone hits someone harder than what they think they should be hit.
Then it's all about just controlling your emotions.
Not in a rude
I-
way, guy. I take sparring quite seriously. I wouldn't
So do
spar.
I. I don't take sparring's not a joke, you know.
I wouldn't
I'm
spar.
gonna
with
be
you.
honest. But you think you could tap me in my head and think that is calm?
Yeah, I wouldn't spar with you guys.
See, just being nice, me and Carl will be flipping.
No. I'm not being nice because if you punch me in the face, then I probably would switch. But I would be grown up enough to understand that you just got a good shot in, innit? It is what it is.
I love
bro.
the way how Juice says you just got a good shot in.
And then I would get one back.
Potentially, you might not though.
You might not. It's all set. You get sticky.
You lot don't understand. No pause. I'll keep coming until I get one back in.
No, but Juke, you might not. It might be taken out of your hands, bro. Like-
See, I wasn't even gonna talk
Nah,
like that.
bro.
That's different talk.
no,
Carl-
but
Carl saying he'll knock a man out. You know, that's what he's saying.
No, I didn't. No.
Remember, you see what Carl did there? You see the nice man thing? Wait, see sparring. I'm all good
Nah,
for
I just-
sparring,
nah, I
but if
wouldn't-
I
I
knock
wouldn't
a
spar
man
you,
out,
bro.
I'll knock out a brother still.
I'm getting one back. Now, do you know what would be the most hilarious thing we could ever do for our games, though? Is blindfold football. That would be
Blindfold
so funny.
football.
Have
That'd
you
be
ever
kind of
seen-
mad.
Have you ever
still.
seen us play when the ball has got
No.
the bell in it so you can hear it, so you know where it is, but you can't see it?
Bro, but my hearing's bad though. You man will.
be
I'm
hilarious.
not
your
gonna
hearing's
I'll
bad?
get smart. Yeah, my hearing's not very good. Yeah. All
I
jokes
didn't-
aside.
I didn't-
Up
I
in the
didn't know
corner,
that.
bro.
Yeah, my hearing's not the greatest still. Yeah.
So that
Right,
means
well,
that means your equilibrium must be a bit off then. If you got
A
bad
little
hearing,
bit.
don't it
But
mess
my
up your
hearing,
balance?
long story short, my hearing got a little bit down when I was younger, innit?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's not like see, like if someone said, have you got 20/20 hearing? Mine will be like 15 or 16,
Oh, okay.
basically.
It's nothing.
And you'll be
crazy.
able to hear it then. You'll
No, I
be
can
alright,
hear
man.
it, but it's just that it won't be as sharp as you.
I
man.
just think it'll be joke.
Like, you
Can
man
you
would hit
imagine
before
how
me, and
funny
I'll
that
be
would be
like,
to watch?
oh, it's over there. Like, I'll be a bit behind still.
But yeah, we got a lot of things that our next special is gonna be fun still.
Anthony says, "Sorry, Cal. Will we see a return of FM this summer? Yeah, we probably will, man.
We will.
Yay."
Can't wait.
Jay says, "Matt like prime Dejan Kulusevski." Issa says, "Cal, I heard you need a basketball training too. I also charge for that." Issa, you're just trying to hustle me for money. Jay says, "My bad, Cal prime Oliver Skip."
Oliver Skip, you know. Man said Skip.
My playing style was nothing like Oliver Skip. T1 says, "Would you rather Chelsea win in the league or Arsenal win in the Champions League next year? Choose one." Oh, Chelsea win in the league.
Chelsea winning the league.
Chelsea, yeah.
All
Chelsea.
day. I've lived through that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mshat, Cal, who will you save? Drift versus Khabib or Matt versus GSP?
I know.
I can only save one.
I know you're picking. That's all.
Yeah, I have to save Drift because GSP will take mercy.
Man's just gonna allow me to get
no
finished by GSP,
Matt.
you know.
No, because GSP, he's not as vicious as Khabib.
He's not as aggressive.
But he'll long.
But it's still bad. This is GSP, you know.
No, but I think GSP would end it quite quick for you, Matt.
What's that? That's okay.
No, but I reckon he'd put you in a sleep. But sleeper holds calm, bro.
This is where me and you differ. You see, when you say
Cal's right. GSP, he wouldn't be aggressive knowing you're an untrained fighter. He'd just finish the thing and be done.
No, Matt, I'm gonna put this now. Matt, I'm gonna put this scenario to you. Yeah? You're in the cage. One man takes you down, maybe hits you a couple times to the body, takes your back and chokes you out in about 20 seconds.
I don't want to be choked out. Standard, bro.
Or
nah, I'm not. Yeah, go on.
Or you get mauled, bro.
Another man takes you down, holds your legs with his legs, gets your wrist, drags you to the ground, holds one of your wrists behind your back, starts hitting you in the face, and that's round one. Round two, he comes out, does the same, but he's just a bit more aggressive, then starts talking to you about what he's doing to you. Then round three, he decides to stop it with a choke. Or maybe a face crank you instead of choke. Maybe you won't even put the arm under your neck.
I just feel like I would still get messed up. But especially if we're talking prime, so he's even quicker.
You said that GSP can't even fight, so why are you worried?
Oh no, he can fight. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, bro. Don't you dare. For GSP.
All right. Thank you, Erling. Do you guys remember Khabib versus Michael Johnson?
I remember, yeah. And Johnson annoyed him because I think Johnson hit him with a couple of shots.
No,
so he
wasn't even annoyed at Johnson. He was annoyed that he weren't getting a title shot ahead of Conor. He was
talking to Dana and punching up Johnson.
But he said to Johnson, he says, "I don't want to do this to you, but I deserve this title shot." He says, "Quit or else I'm gonna have to break your arm. I don't want to."
I remember that bit where he said, "Quit or I'll break." Yeah.
He said to Justin Gaethje, he said, "I'm not gonna go fully with the armbar because I know you might not tap, and I don't want to break your arm in front of your family. So I'm just gonna put you in this triangle choke and choke you out." Yeah, that's the sort of guy you want me to leave drifting there with, bro.
No, but the thing is,
to be fair, that is quite remorseful, though. To be
Drift
fair,
could just tap though instantly. Drift could just be like, done.
And so could you.
I would tap before the fight even started. But round one, I'll be like.
But the thing is, Khabib, I think, would obviously take you down. Remember, GSP could knock me out. Remember, because we're acting like he got no stand up, bro. GSP had stand up.
No,
GSP could spark my lights out.
It would just hit Matt with a wheel kick, bro.
That's like timing. Man don't even see it. Man's all thinking he's with his left.
No, you're right. You're right.
And before I know it, he's kicking me in the head, bro. Head kick.
No, you're right. You're right. But I think you'd end really quick for you. And I think you'd
I just can't see myself where a man has to sit on the stool and the doctors are shining a light in my eyes. Can you see that? Bro, that's what I know. I'm done.
Give him man the smelling salt and that.
Yeah, you're done. You know? When man does that, you're done.
The torch about
The
that
little
big,
torch that
fam.
big, and they're making sure that you can see it, and they're beaming it into your eye. You know, can
Man
you
might
see
have
that,
to
big
look
man?
in the ear as well to see where the blood's coming from, bro.
That's bro. You see all of that stuff. We have to get
Yeah.
patched up. It's peak.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
mad,
it's
mad.
yeah, that would be a lot. Still, I've been head kicked. I've not been knocked out from a head
Have you
kick.
been
but I've
head
been
kicked? It's this I can't
Yeah,
do the UFC
I
thing.
got head kicked.
Loud as shin on skull.
I could do the boxing, but not UFC thing. Like I
I
said,
got head kicked, but I got head kicked by my trainer at the time. And brother, he head kicked me, and I fell back into chairs, and he grabbed me before I completely fell over. It was a lot. It was a humbling
and
experience.
tell
I'm
me,
not
this is
gonna
what I'm saying. You see, when you get hit in the head, like I don't know if everyone's been
lie.
hit
It
in the
was
head before,
so humbling,
bro. When you get hit in the head,
I just remember being in his arms, looking at him, brother. It was so humbling, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
What you
had
say?
me
Like,
in
what you
his
say?
arms,
Like
you know?
Virgil Hunter when he was holding Amir Khan. Do you remember that?
Bro, if you get
But
hit
he
in the head,
had
and
me
you're
in
scrambled-
his arm, innit? He had me in his arm and was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
"You're
yeah.
right, son." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I was like, you catch me with a head kick?" And he's like, "Yeah." But I didn't follow up. And I was like, "Oh, cheers, coach."
I said I didn't follow.
I'm already, it's like I'm already in your arms. What more do you want, bro? Guys, it was
I was
humbling.
saying, yeah, the kicks are crazy because if you can't see it, you can't telegraph it. It's done. It's so deep, bro. Pause. Nah, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anthony says Matt moving like R9 with the gut. H
Yeah,
says Matt
definitely
plays
now. Definitely now. 100%.
I'll still take R9 with the gut. He's still got
Yeah,
techers. Did you
same.
see the other day when he was doing that five side?
He's still got the techers.
He's
innit?
still got
He's
it,
got the
blood.
turn of pace as well. H says
Yeah,
Matt plays
bro.
like David Beckham in cheese. Mtar
killing me out
Mizzy,
here,
big
bro.
up Mtar Mizzy
You lot are
says, "Gents,
killing me
what's
out here."
one thing in football you'd say simpler times? For me, it was retail. It was a retail called Soccer Scene at Oxford Street. Them cleats and kits were neat, nostalgic. Simpler times, JJB Sports.
Oh yeah, JJB, you know.
Kits were always in stock and always
Yeah.
good price. JJB Sports.
JJB for real.
Remember JJB, boy?
Back in the day, innit?
Mad thing.
Kareem says Enzo, Ugarte, and Caicedo would be the best Prem midfield, 100%.
Yeah, we'll
And you know they are actually chasing
I
Caicedo
know,
as well.
I know, bro. Don't say it. I know.
I know.
I'm gonna be shameless though. I'd rather he went Chelsea than Arsenal.
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe, but
Chelsea are further away from the title than Arsenal are, so
I know. But I feel like Chelsea just need that
Rob,
flick of a switch. or
That
something.
midfield takes them to within touching distance of the title.
It does, but if he goes to Arsenal with Rice, then they're already.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
That's true.
so yeah.
Sammy says, "Did you man end up racing? If so, who won?" No, we didn't. If we had a
No.
race, I'd probably say Drift in theory would win. No,
Drift. If we're talking prime, Drift, you get the best
yeah.
time. Drift would win. Yeah.
Now I don't even know if any of us.
Based on
Now I don't even know.
something like that is all
none of
about
us might
theories,
know.
isn't it?
Now it would have to be like a 20-meter dash or something.
Yeah.
Or 10-meter dash.
Even that's pushing it.
Even
Bro.
that is pushing it, bro.
Vagabond says, what is your favorite martial art if you had to choose?
Muay Thai.
It depends whether it's watching or using it.
Yeah.
What I like the look of and wish that I was good at Muay Thai.
I like Muay Thai, but
I just like the idea of kicking somebody's leg until they can't walk anymore.
But you act like that don't hurt you as well, bro.
I was gonna say, bro. You
No,
see
but
them
once
kicks, they hurt yourself,
once I've
though.
trained myself, then obviously I'll know how to like.
But it's
further it.
still. I hear what you're saying. That's still.
I'll be out there like Volkanovski or Gaethje, bruv. Like I'd have trained
What?
myself to the point where it don't really.
He says he's in physical pain for weeks after he kicks people, bro.
Not as much as the person
Yeah.
he's been kicking, bro.
No, but that takes a lot of. Yeah, it takes a lot of toll, though.
Have you seen what Volkanovski does for his training, his leg kick training?
I'd probably go Salat, you know. Salat, I think Salat's what Eco does, Matt. The guy.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I think that's the
Get
best
name,
I think
Bro,
if
Cal, you want to be chopping off man's head with door frames and them thing there, bruv. That's a bit. OTT, innit?
It depends what needs to be done, Drew.
Hey, you never know, innit? You might have to roll up a man and be like, yo.
Yeah, it depends what needs to be done. I'll be honest, bro.
You're right, though. Salat looks like the best for
I
sure.
think probably Salah.
If someone came into my house and I had to defend my family, brother, it is by any means necessary.
That's like, yeah, you can't think about like traditional.
Of course.
Yeah, you gotta think about
I am
the family.
biting windpipes. I am pulling hair. I am doing an absolute madness.
Bro, if the family's involved, listen,
that
it don't
just
matter
gave
what
me
it
the
is.
weirdest vision, bro.
Bruv, bruv,
Anything goes, you know.
You can't
You
get
mess with the
past
family,
me.
you crazy.
You can't get to my
Bro.
family. You're gonna have to put me out. Like
No, I know,
out
but
of
that
my
just
family,
that's
You have to take mine out,
windpipes, you know.
out
bruv,
forever.
That's what I have to do, Drew. Bruv, this is my
That's-
family. I've got to protect, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I know,
Can't
but
wife
I'm just
and
saying.
see
Any
bro.
weapon could be an
That's a
afro
horrible
comb.
thought.
Don't matter what it is, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, matter, bro.
Jay says drift on Danny Welbeck says Danny was a baller back in the day.
Danny was
still.
I'm
alright.
never gonna lie. Danny Welbeck's kind of got some
Danny
Welbeck
tickers
back
still.
in
he was all right, you know.
At Man United, he was a bit dead, but like
Yeah.
overall,
Yeah. Well, people, I'm gonna wrap up there. Hold on, got one here. Kareem says Chelsea. Oh yeah, they got Malo Gusto as well. And
I forgot they got Nkunku as well.
Chelsea are gonna be a problem next season.
They are,
especially without Lampard there now as well.
They got Pochettino now, innit?
nah,
If
they've actually got a proper manager now.
And
It's
if they
actually
stick
gonna
with the-
be mad.
If they stick with the manager, it's problem. If they actually stick with him and give him time, it's problems.
They've got an Nkunku that's about to land, and you know Poch likes to play over 10 as well.
The only thing that they are missing, regardless, is a lethal number 9.
They'll still get
I
one.
think they're missing a top goalkeeper.
And that, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah,
I think if
If
they
they-
get a goalkeeper, I'll be honest. If Poch can get Lukaku motivated along, put it this way: if you've got an Nkunku behind Lukaku, you could probably get a really good tune out of Lukaku.
I'm worried they might get Osherman, you know.
I don't think Lukaku's technically
Damn,
enough.
no, Matt, we can't put that out into the atmosphere.
No, but you just know you seen Chelsea get. Think how many players they're gonna sell,
No, Matt, they can't afford to do that and get Caicedo. and
bro.
Ugarte
They're
and
selling
all that.
Mount.
Bro, they ain't got. They haven't
Bro,
got
do you know how
that.
many players Chelsea
They
gonna
haven't got
sell?
enough. They haven't got enough.
Chelsea
Go
Chelsea
on,
gonna
say
to
it.
do
Go on,
that.
say it. Go on,
Jeff.
say it. Bro. What are you gonna say? FFP, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Okay. That
They're
team.
gonna
Yeah?
sell about 5 players, and they're gonna trust me.
Really, you're still really putting your faith in FFP, yeah?
Yeah.
It's gonna be very difficult for them to shift those players. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
What Mason Mount, who everybody in the Prem wants?
No, but other than Mason Mount, who else is actually desired?
You
in
think
their
they won't?
team?
You think they won't sell Hakim Ziyech to a team in Italy?
Ziyech is gonna only go for like 20 mil.
But they all add up though. But
They
there's
all-
somebody said a youth man for 62 mil that we never
You know
heard
they
of.
do this thing already.
You know, no, but you do realize that the people who were brilliant at doing all of that aren't there anymore. They're not the
Okay.
same Chelsea in that
Bro.
regard.
Bruv, look at this for a start, bro. Gallagher, Mount, Loftus-Cheek, Lukaku,
is
and Havertz, for
peak.
example.
That
That is a lot
peas.
of money,
That's
bro.
peas. Don't matter.
Yeah, but
That's
they've got to
peas.
find buyers for them, man. There, who's
They'll
gonna
find
want
bu-
all of those
Fine,
players?
bro.
But you see, Germany, they still love Havertz. Lukaku
still
was
love him there.
Lukaku's
But
a
they won't
striker,
get a lot of money for him, though.
bro. Yeah,
Bruv, they'll get enough.
even
They'll
if they
get
get
20 for
40 mil.
Havertz, 20 for Lukaku.
20. No, they get more for bro. Havertz go for
Well,
about 40.
Havertz has been an absolute flop, bruv. I'll be
He'll still go
surprised
for
if they get-
40.
You go for about
We'll go for
40.
Who
bro.
in Germany, other than Bayern Munich, can afford 40 million?
Dortmund,
Yeah, when they sell Bellingham.
Havertz don't play central midfield.
Leipzig. Pop. I'm telling you, Havertz will go for 40.
Bro.
Maybe.
Chelsea will be fine money-wise,
They'll
but
be
even if they
fine.
weren't selling, they'd still be fine money-wise because the Premier League don't really care about FFP.
They
bro.
don't care, bro.
It does. They do.
They're not watching her face, man.
They
I'm
don't
telling
care
you.
about FFP. Drift, what evidence is there to show they care about FFP?
They'll sell Gallagher to Newcastle for about 30 mil, 40 mil. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that you'll think.
You
What?
need to be like Man
What?
City to escape the charges.
What, Chelsea aren't?
No, I don't think Chelsea can do what City did.
Todd Bowley is probably speaking to someone right now, bro. Pulisic, another one that will go.
Bro, they're selling bare.
I know
man.
they've got to find people to buy these players.
They
bro.
found.
Yeah, fine people.
It's not going to be a
Anyone
problem.
can put their house up for sale, but who wants to live there? Do you know what I'm saying?
bare people. Trust me.
If
bro.
the house is nice, bro, you'll find buyers.
Yep. Someone will always find it.
No, but none of these houses are nice. Which house that they're selling is nice?
Well, we can't say that, but these players will be effective at other teams.
Do you
None
really
of them will
think
be
so?
world class, but they'll be effective.
All right, fair enough.
30 mil is like the going rate nowadays, bro. You telling me Aston Villa wouldn't take on some of these players, for example?
Oh, but with the player go Villa, there's a lot of variables.
Yeah, they would. But Villa's a decent project to be a part of right
who,
now, bro.
who at Chelsea do you think would go? Apart from Gallagher, I don't think anyone else would go and move to Villa.
Loftus-Cheek would
from Chelsea.
100% go to Villa.
Well, he's going Milan, isn't it?
I think I wouldn't be surprised if Ziyech went to Villa.
Nah, he's going back to Holland apparently.
They'll find buyers, man. They always bloody
Maybe
do.
Pulisic would go Villa, but I don't know.
Well, oh,
Tillemans for free, boys.
fun everyone.
Woo!
That's if we fork out the wages for him, bro. Oh, people, on that note, big up to yourselves. Make sure you switch on the notification bell so you'll know when we're next going live. Make sure you follow us on social media as well, guys. Almost 30k of you follow us here on YouTube. Would love to replicate those numbers in social
Man
media.
said them houses still got gas and electric. Yeah, but there's damp.
Japanese weed as well. No, but people, always a pleasure. Please smash the like button if you haven't already. Until we see you next time, people. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people. Big up.
Peace.